Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always. Hello, welcome to Saha. Is little scum, bucket slime, asshole, little Revis? Are you harassing Nikki? Uh, I go back way far. Those two met on Shaw. It was like 5 years ago. Dysfunction. There's two other stars, welcome, who might be joining me. They said they would. We'll see. One is somebody I really want. Um, he's a star. The other one I just like want to have fun with. Or the Nocto's supposed to be coming up. I see nobody backstage yet. But Nocto don't know the story of little Rebus and Nikki, and I think Nocto probably thinks I'm gonna choose the side of one. I didn't used to do that, but yeah, I will. I got the right villain now. The monster. He's become a monster, not a like Frankenstein had his qualities. This little Rebus got all the bad qualities, none of the good ones. I got the news here. Is what's going on? Because there's not much else going on, and that's why this story is recurring. The conflict between little Rebus and Nikki. Is Nikki his girlfriend? Was she? What's going on? I will give a little clue to what's going to follow. What do you say about a man who phones without the other party connecting? What do you say about a man who contacts this woman who has said on air that she hates him? He's disgusting. On that, I agree. 500 times. Little Rebus recently did that and did that before, and she said don't, and he did that again. I'm not talking about Plattner. It might be. I don't know if you follow. This Democratic guy won the primary. A woman came forward and said they were like dating, and according to this woman, this Plattner won a primary for Maine governor. Raped her. She came on. I saw the video, the interview, and very yeah, I believe her. I might Plattner. I don't like him, but if it came to it, I like him more than Little Rebus. I'm not saying Little Rebus committed a felony. Just my personal. Maybe not. Yeah, I can't. If this man raped a woman, that's got to be worse than. Is it worse than Little Rebus? What about 4 or 5 years of hearing from Nikki? And I'm gonna tell you, I think Nikki and Little Rebus first met on Shaw. These couples, I mean, they shouldn't be. I try to give warning, like between May and AOC and Little Rebus, and I'll get to chat. Little Rebus was on Shaw with Nikki, and I had talked to Nikki. I got a likeness for I knew Nikki before Little Rebus did, and I thought they met. I think they met like 5 years ago. That Nikki was up and Little Rebus was my co-host before he became a monster. He was really good and funny. And but I said to him at the time, I said, because I talked to Nikki about we both lived in Europe, and she was, if I was single and I'm happily married, I would have been interested in seeing if she wanted to date. She's a very attractive woman, French American, and I had in my youth, I had a girlfriend who was French, American French. I'm saying it wrong, sorry. American, French American, something like that. I told stories about her, and I met her. If Andy might come up, I'm hoping he comes up, and Andy Cruz, a good, decent man. And I told Andy, let's go for respect. Let's don't go too far. But I got to say that Andy Cruz is a great streamer. I was thinking, I was telling myself, don't say the next line, but it's true. He can't monologue. So Andy gets better live numbers, but I can monologue. But it's going to be respect. Andy said he might come up here because I was reminded of Little Rebus and wonderful Nikki. Likeness, right? Got to come up with a likeness. Oh, I didn't put it up yet. I didn't put it up. Hang on. I didn't. Hang on. Let's see if this works. Well, I already made a mistake. Okay, I'll put up a likeness of Little Rebus. I don't know what I did with that. Here, a little interspecies likeness. It's a jackal, interspecies likeness of Little Rebus. Horrible, parasitical. Did you know that Little Rebus doxed this fine, wonderful lady, Nikki. I don't have her. I had her. I was going to put up her likeness, but something happened. Let me go to chat. But I'm going to get into. They met Little Rebus, unbelievably. Like believe it or not. Little Rebus, likeness of Little Rebus, interspecies, was my co-host for 250 episodes. And I rescued him. I rescued Little Rebus. He was a drunk, he drinking a lot, and he would go over to RDA. And one time, Ian Ellis, Little Rebus, his father abandoned him. And this has been discussed on to explain that Little Rebus has father issues. So he would want the attention of his wazzy doggy so badly. He would put up with her mocking him. And I've talked about this. I think it explains when a horrible abandonment happens to you. Sometimes it destroys you, and sometimes it makes you better, and you become like a doctor or something. But Little Rebus, the only thing that made him better was 250 episodes with me. How did Little Rebus do before and after? But I had to kick him out. I had to kick out the Little Rebus. Little Rebus fell in. Well, fell in bad love. There you go. Crap love. And it was crap from the beginning. Little Rebus, she was like way out of his league. She was human and experienced. A woman, and one question unanswered is why did she ever want to be with this little Rebus? So I don't know. Something happened in her life that set her up for a jackal-like figure named Little Rebus, my co-host. I depended on to, and he's become just a terrible, negative, slanderous. He doesn't work. He's a parasite. He's not funny. He used to be funny with me. Okay, let me. So about 4 or 5 years ago, this woman, attractive, looks French, American, been traveling around the world, smart, pretty, intelligent, and talking in a charming way, likes art, the good things in life, the best wine. And they were both on panel together years ago. I said to Rebus, don't get your thoughts up. She's out of your league. That was like a joke. I mean, it was so obvious. And that's it. Who would she's like together, you know? And she was my bud. She really liked my streaming. Maybe if I was single, I'd be her. But anyway, the next thing I know, I'm waiting for these two people. If it's about an hour and these two stars don't show up, I'll say goodbye and things happen, and maybe real life happened, or I don't know. I don't depend on most people. Lauren, I do. Brutal Mafia, forget about it. And I've decided with Brutal that I'm tired of defending Brutal. If he wants to defend himself, the motherfucker, come on air. I've had it. I'm not going to falsely accuse like some, but don't throw Brutal Mafia at me. Dude, I hardly know you, but I still won't put up with, I don't know. See, I've stopped myself. No more. If you want to come up, otherwise, what are you doing in chat? Chat's not where it's at anymore. The chat, most of the good people have left. But Movie Maniac is he's a star in our little world as being a critic. Another star. But where's he going to go? Let me go to chat. Get rid of this. This is a likeness of Little Rebus. And I'm going to weave back. So I'm a sucker, man, for love. I need to be loved. I need to love, Dick. And I get sometimes movies affect me. And I remember I was sick at home or something from school and watched this old movie. The music, it was Sunshine on My Shoulders. It was the first time I heard John Denver's song. I didn't know who he was, but the story got to me because young people fell in love, and they each had trouble, but they found love and love together. Love, 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 right? Love. And they had their own problems, but I didn't know the actors, so um, it was just on screen, well done. And it was these young people in Colorado, kind of hippy dippy-ish, fallen in love, man, and fallen in love, and uh, um, it's just it. I was believing it, and it's the theme, a theme of life, life and loving, and loss. So I really love this music. I am folk, verified by AI. This is sad, pathetic, gay basher Terry. I took all my singing into an AI program and said, okay, tell me good, bad, whatever, you're neutral. And he was expecting, like Brighty said that very passive aggressively said, I was horrible, but he really liked my courage. Thanks a lot, Brighty. I think he's banned. I don't know. But this is, my parents were in love. I mean, it wasn't functional, but sometimes it was. It produced us. But I was a kid. I remember this. It was an old movie. These 18, 20-year-old in Colorado, mountains, and they fell in love. And then, and John Denver is singing his Colorado Rocky Mountain High, and then in the movie, and I was believing it, and it happens in real life, of course. Sunshine, and I think that was actually the name they gave the character, kind of a hippy dippy. Sunshine. After these two had found each other, love redeemed whatever problems they had, as it can. Love, she got sick. And this music, sun on my shoulder. And when the song throughout the movie, and when she went in the hospital, I got the makes him cry. And I'm thinking, like, he's singing this song because in the movie she went from hospital bed to unalive. And the song, so I know, I don't have the voice of like a Lorne, but I'm authentically associated sunshine on my shoulder with this story, life and lost. So these songs I really do connect with. Thank you. I think one song, it got over 100 views and one thumb up. That's probably the worst. So thumb up, sub, I'm still here. And most have left. I'm waiting for this. Well, I invited Andy Cruz, and he said, okay, or so he might come up. And all this past crap, I just want to have fun. And I've always had fun on air with Andy. Even after war, I'd still go up there. It was just equal, right? We're both stars. He get more views, but I can monologue. So there was never competition. But the respect comes. The respect comes. And that doesn't have to be based on friendship or people giving you money, buying you shoes. It just comes from going to war on a good man for mysterious reason. Oh, the good man wrote too much. Maybe the people who wrote the Bible. And Andy went to war with me. I'd always like, it's not a joke. I made 4 streams based on a biography of Andy Cruz. And 2 were, I just took, he said where he grew up, and I knew I'd been there. Wonderful neighborhood, except for the gangs and knifings. But most of it, aside from that, serious. Andy is, he said a courageous, authentic thing. And I appreciate that this man, who's supposed to be kind of prissy like, turned out in real life to have been in gang wars, and man, he got shot. I mean, I have too, but I don't want to tell anybody. He won't believe me, but I do believe Andy Cruz got shot. Is it once in the buttocks and once in the head? Whoa, right. So he might come up. I got 30 minutes here. And the other one, Nocto, I want to do a stream where he's not stabbing me in the back. And I'm going to be nice. I said, if he comes up, no ball busting. But each of them, I said, there's the only story I'm interested in. This other, I don't want to get involved in Scotty. I like Lauren, but I don't want to get involved in that. There's parts of Scotty I actually. Robbie's maybe been up twice, maybe years. I don't follow Robbie, and I'm not going to be because I don't follow him or others. I'm not. I don't want to watch enough to take a position, other than to say I've always gotten along with Robbie, and I am a force because most people don't speak up. So I didn't make a long stream. I think I made 2 short streams on just calling out what should have been obvious behavior. I think it was obvious, but where the silence of the chat. So I think I made 2. One was 3 minutes just to state the obvious that vicious vids, and globalist Terry. Obviously, there's not much drama. They're not good enough. Like, I'm good enough without drama, just being interested. But they don't. So okay, they clouded after Robbie. That was obvious, I think. But the thing, not American, is vicious vids with a fake wife, in my belief, and a guy, Terry, a German, who said he wants a future to be his nation with Russia and away from the USA. I said in the beginning, I told you guys, not a good guy. And I'm American and proud. And anyway, I don't want to be on that much. I got things to do. But when I heard of vids and this German anti-American gay bashing, just because they said a couple of times they thought it covered, I'm just making fun. I'm not really. Yeah, it's obvious. Whether it was intentional for shock or not, it was. I thought that gay bashing went out 20, 30 years ago. But not to these 2. And I think they'll never be as good. I think I talk about a line too far. Now, maybe if you apologize, it's just so obvious. And that's all. That's why great streamer. And I will say that Andy Cruz has a decency most of the time. And I want him up. I went over there at Andy twice, right? And it was fun. And also, I have to refine my going out, who I choose to respond to, because I'm tired of like the anus whole club. Everything's been said. They've insulted me every which way. And most of all, they've damaged me, but this group of really horrible haters with no real life, driven off good people like me. Whether you like her or not, she was the heart of this small association of streams. And where are the anus whole club? Where are the streams they're doing? They got rid of May, and they tried to get rid of Beck. Beck not going to go away. She's one of the great streamer, female. Andy and I believe, are the best. Beck's pretty good. They'll call it best female. Lauren, when she comes up, is great. So there's people I like, but call out gay bashing. You don't like Robbie? Okay. But you like him? Okay. But don't bash him for his what do you call it? Preference. And it's against TOS. Did I called it out, but I didn't strike. I didn't call for a strike. In fact, it's up to YouTube, but they gay bashed, but I don't want their channel to go down. The worst were not only Vids and Terry, but people in chat who didn't call it out. It could have said, hey, I like you guys, but get rid of the gay bashing. I mean, one of those things. Now, here is a good man. He went at me hard, and I went back at him hard. And I respect you generally, Andy Cruz, and I'm going to respect you here tonight. We'll see what happens. Well,
hello.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
Are we going to war again?
No, I don't want that. I didn't want it the first time. But it's not as fun, dude. It's just got too vicious. Surely, and I said vicious things too, but there's no good reason to do it. It's not with, you're a great guest, I'm a great guest, right? You don't intentionally dox, maybe one time. Did you do it one time?
No.
Did you do it 8 times?
Maybe.
Get a lawyer. Well, welcome.
So who's this Ashley 22 in your chat?
I don't know.
Slandering
I knew an Ashley
my girl.
who lived in a mental, but there's a lot of Ashleys.
She
remember her, Ashley? You remember her years ago?
No, but she's slandering my girl over there. How dare you?
Who's your girl?
Saucy Sue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
So you're gonna let her slander my girl?
Well, what did she say about your girl?
She's bringing up her son. How dare she?
Get rid of? No.
How am I gonna get rid of her? I don't even know. Hey, Courtney.
I said say hello and I'll give you a mod. Movie
no,
Maniac. Anyone who said
your
kids,
no,
you're right. Okay, I don't want that person if they mention a kid.
Yeah.
See?
How dare they? How dare they?
Get rid of them. Movie Maniac.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Well, they should get one warning. I think it's only fair to give them a warning, don't you?
Okay.
One warning, and then you're done.
When they come up and do that to you, I'll be like, oh, they get one warning, the best fan.
Yeah. Well, they mentioned my kids, right? Even your friends, correct?
What about my friends? Hey, Kathy.
Do you remember when RDA accused you of being an evil thing because you get along with your nephew and you're playing video games? You remember that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't. It's just an obvious they're evil, and it's sad that not that many people stand up and defend you. I did. Oh, yeah, I did for 2 years, right?
How dare you, Ashley? Come up on panel and battle me. Are they
This Ashley,
scared?
I don't know, we had
Aren't you just
multiple personalities,
scared?
and she contacted me as 2 different people, and she was
She won't
pretty
take a
nice,
link because she's a coward.
but it turned out that why they let her stream into here when she lived in a mental asylum.
Oh, Ashley? I don't even
Yeah,
know who that is.
that one Ashley, she was Looney Tunes for real.
She 5150.
Isn't that? I think that's just where they put you in. And there's a different process. I think after, what is it, 2 days, you have to have a hearing. They just can't keep you in there, and they determine.
Unless you're batshit crazy, then they can.
I don't think crazy is a clinical term. That
Crazy.
I love that country western. Who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Love
Isn't it that lady that died in the airplane?
Maybe I should. Her name doesn't come to. I love that song.
Yeah,
Willie
I know what you're
Nelson.
talking
I
about.
like when he. Yeah, I like Willie Nelson a lot. So,
I
country
can't believe
western.
Willie Nelson's still around too.
I just online or something saw a photo. I think he might have been in a wheelchair. Whatever. He's a Nash man. And for those who smoke dope, he led the way.
Patsy Cline, yes, Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline, crazy.
So sad.
But,
She died in an airplane crash.
Yeah, back then the planes weren't too cool. A lot of them did, right?
Yeah.
That great Mexican La Bamba. I think he died in a plane.
Bamba, yeah.
What
there's a lot of artists that have died from.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, like don't do that anymore. But flying is too weird anyway, man. I have to take drugs to get on a plane.
What kind of drugs?
Xanax.
You take Xanax?
When I fly, you've flown, right?
Yeah.
It creates like you're giving control of your life to other people. There's nothing you can do, man. So how have you been, Andy? Let's go through chat, and then I got this interest again, kind of. I banned both of them a long time ago. Their final, the history of I'm going through the history because I heard you bring up a monster. You know when he was good with me, but I heard that monster Little Reeves.
Reeves?
Yeah, you were talking about him, right? Who named him Little Reeves? Me.
You did.
Yeah. Somebody named Frankenstein too. Or fungus. Somebody. I've had fungi before you. I think on my sexual parts too.
How does it feel to be on Xanax? I've never been on pills except the ones
that. It feels good. Yeah, it makes you feel like wait a minute. Didn't you have an operation to remove a bullet from your brain or your butt? That was an operation, right? They removed a bullet, right?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, the bullets go through.
Oh, lucky.
Be gone, Ashley. Nobody wants you here except the people in Sam's.
Well, you should have said hi and you could get rid of her. I would have modded you.
Be gone, troll. I denounce you in the name of Sue.
Oh. Thank you for coming up with no horns.
Yes. I'm Judge Andy today.
I don't want to judge.
I came to
you were nice enough to come up. No, you're nice.
I came to pass judgment.
Yeah,
and I have denounced Ashley 22-1.
Can we talk about somebody anyone cares about?
Who?
You're too good to waste. Well, let's go through chat. Movie, what do you think about Movie Maniac?
He's okay, I guess. He's your guy.
No, he's not my guy. For 3 years, I've fought him while he
Yeah,
was
no,
for 3
that's your guy.
years.
That's your
What?
guy. That's your guy.
That's not my guy.
Yeah.
What about look, you don't like him because you didn't make the top 10.
I've never said I didn't
Be
like him.
honest.
I have
That's why you
no.
don't like him. So
No,
why
I
are you
don't have.
getting
I
mad
don't
at
have
me
any.
for it?
I don't have any interaction with the guy.
Well, why don't you have interactions for 3 years and he'll probably put you on the list.
Well, I mean, if he wants
That's
to
what
put
it
me on the
looks to
list, he
me.
puts me on the list. But I really
You
don't talk
belong
to the
on the
guy.
list. I went on air and said you belong in the top 5. Who's better than you and me? Come on. You know, Wazzy Doggy did say one thing. He said, if 1 million people watched Andy on stream or me, we'd be real stars other than the little non-contenders. Let's face it. We're bums. YouTube numbers, right? But I could have been a contender if not for Andy. You were Andy. You were my brother. I mean, there we rose up in this small world, and I you had me go after Jimmer because I've been on, and then you had me take a dive. I could have been something, Andy, instead of the bum I am. You was
What movie is that? Is that Raging Bull?
That's I like early film.
Or is that Robert De Niro?
Marlon
I mean,
Brando.
is that Marlon Brando?
Marlon
Okay.
Brando on the waterfront.
Okay, yeah.
And there's some, most movies they're good, but very few like tear your heart out. But there's a famous scene where, his brother was his manager and he was getting near the top, and his manager said, this ain't your night, Sam. We got to take the money, take the dive. And that wasn't true, Andy Cruz. I could have taken Jimmer. In fact, actually, I did take Jimmer. It just wasn't dramatic. When I defended May, Jimmer Nam, who's a subject here, right? That I'm not really into. Are you into Jimmer Nam?
No.
Right?
I don't care about the guy.
He deals with people I don't care about. I like dealing with people we kind of know. Right? I don't care about Gypsy. But I go back with Shimmer. I was his top chat person. Smartphone, I used to write, even though he didn't go to war with me over. I wrote, and then he didn't even read it. Like Smartphone said, he read all my comments. But yeah, I was there the night. I think Andy covered it. That he used to say he took boxed wine. We're talking about Jimmer Nam. Boxed wine with those other benzos, or I forget the name. Klonopin. Yes. There you go. And he said he had a story, true or not, that he had a hemorrhage, and he had an operation for the hemorrhage. And I guess it affected him, but because of the hemorrhage, he took this drug. And I believe it because he had mood changes that somebody like Andy and me would notice, right?
Yeah.
But he's one of the most talented guys I know, and he proves it by what do we got? 30 people. Thank you. By getting, I saw he had like 500 live views. The guy could always run a narrative and get views.
He buys views.
Well, I used to follow him. I think he has the best dramatic on air. But here's the problem. Because I've been on air with Jimmer. Have you been on air with Jimmer, Andy?
Very few times.
He's very practiced. So he's been on conversations with thousands of people. So I was aligned with May, right? And went after Jimmer. And then Hacks came and said, go over to Jimmer. I said, no. I tried to wait him out. Come on, Shay, you didn't do it. One time he came on Shaw, but so I was watching because he was attacking May, and then Poon Handler came up. And went at it with Jimmer. But Jimmer is so skilled, so he just he triggered Poon Handler. Not really that hard, right?
Poon Handler triggered him. One night they got into it. What's up, Clippin? And
Well, okay.
So okay, wait. This is what happened, right? So, he challenged. I think he bet Morbid $100 to give to Wendy or something like that.
I know the
That
story.
he would show his ID, and Morbid said, "Yeah, okay, I'll bet you $100 or $200, whatever it was." So he did it. He showed his ID, and Morbid never paid because that's the little bitch he is. He doesn't like paying anybody.
Well,
he only takes. He stole from Wendy. It's a fact.
Yeah, I believe that.
He's stolen from people.
I believe that. Here's the anyway, Poon was getting taken so much that I came on and he was waiting for me, and I'm very good verbal, and he is. And then I said, I'm married happily with a beautiful woman, and he thought I made it up, like a lot of people think I make it up. And I sensed that his deal is he wants to grab hold of you with his jaw, and he's really good at spotting truth from phony. But he don't know. He knew me, but I don't lie. So he thought he had me. He said, "Well, bring her." No, she's sleeping. She was, because she has early shifts. She was sleeping. He kept saying he indicated, well, he does this. I had seen him do it to people before, like Rex or something. Remember Rex?
Yeah, I remember him.
So these are the people with Rex faked having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Remember? A lot of people seem to fake having a girlfriend.
I think he did have a girlfriend.
Probably
he was embarrassed of her.
That could
because he was hiding his real true form from her. So when he was with her, he was all Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, she's gonna have my babies, but behind her back, he was over here with somebody else jerking and gurking it, making videos and showing his green penis to people.
Wow,
because the light was green. Yeah,
I used to joke that he drove a truck, and it turned out I think he drove a bread truck, and he fucked. He was one of these fetish guys. He fucked a pastry, but he was racist because he wouldn't fuck the blew the line. Pumpernickel. Can you say that? It's black and white bread. And then somebody, I think one of the people said, well, it turned out that it's not a typical felony, but he was banned from within 1,000 yards of any bakery because he would fuck. You get it? I don't think you like that, but it was okay to laugh at him because he's the one who went after Betty because Betty has a handicapped child and called her a potato farmer. So it's okay to go after this.
Look, there's Little Rivas. Little Rivas.
No, he's banned.
He's in my chat. I'm restreaming to the people that are banned in your chat.
Aren't you supposed to ask me about that?
Oh, I thought I did, but sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't. You should ask me, but I've never ever even.
I think I was talking about it in Discord. You probably.
I want you to call out. Some things are so apparent. Like I'll talk about Poon. I have that right. He's not watching, unless he's from hell. And
talk about that Ashley lady. Tell me more about how she was in the loony bin.
Yeah, but most people that's from years ago.
So it doesn't matter.
I think she was fighting with one of the people. I don't know if it was Tiffany or not.
Or she was talking about
she got dogs, and she lived in an insane asylum, and she would contact me as different people. And she was nice.
Oh wait, Mashley?
That's Ashley. Was Ashley. Yeah, Ashley.
Oh my, that makes sense. Yeah, Mashley. Yes, I remember.
Got out. She probably found out good drugs to give her, and she's probably.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't know who Ashley was, but if you say that's Mashley, yes.
And I have to go. Wait a minute, you sound just like Ashley. You sound just like Yeah, she was. There are mentally, but she was nice to me, I guess. Not as many.
Okay, that all makes sense
We're
now.
people of history, Andy and I,
Yeah.
right? Because you follow stories that interest you.
So
Well,
what were what were you gonna talk about, Little Revis?
so and you intervened because you were around. So I was just doing Shaw. I go back too far, and Nikki somehow started watching me, and she liked me, right? I wasn't dead to her. I was very much alive, and we just became. She would come up because she was a bon vivant. She was sophisticated. She
Mm.
lived abroad. We could talk about Europe. She's very sophisticated, right? Don't you agree? I don't
Who's
know if
making
she's
fun
been
of
to
your
El
wait? Betty
Centro.
said someone's making fun of her kid. Who's making fun of her kid?
Whose kid?
Betty's.
Oh, okay. So you know this story, right? So like
Yeah,
4 or 5
I was one of the first
years
ones that
ago
spoke up about
at
it. I went and
RDA,
they made
RDA,
fun of they
we're
made
making
fun of me for calling them out, and they're like, look at Andy Cruz defending Betty. Oh yeah, it's so despicable. They're making fun of me. Fuck
well,
them.
they would when I started with them, their focus was anti-gay. And that's probably how they make fun of you, but there's not a Mike Tyson probably has a bigger lisp than Andy or me, and he's no gay. I don't think.
So you say?
Well, I read his autobiography. I don't think he's ever been caught in that kind of
Who?
situation.
Mike
I
Tyson?
mean, who would risk getting him mad?
No, Mike Tyson's all man, dude. Like he'll fuck you
I
till
read
you
his
love him.
autobiography, man. He started like when he was 12 years old, in I think Brooklyn. The gangs would use him because he was small enough as a kid to go through windows so they could burglarize. And he ended up in juvie, and one of the counselors at juvie knew that Gus D'Amato guy and said, Gus, come on, because Tyson was brutal when he was in juvie. And he probably took showers, though, but with other guys. Don't go after Tyson because he took showers with 14-year-olds. It was right, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
This is so people slander. This is an in joke. They'll take one line and leave out. They'll say he showered with 2 men. Right. Well, okay. I shouldn't have brought that up. Why do I bring up
Finish it.
this bullshit?
Explain. If you want to explain, there's a good time to explain the showering with 2
You've
men.
been slandered, but brought it to the wrong path.
Look,
Because I did.
if you enjoyed showering with 2 men, you shouldn't be embarrassed.
So they left out. These scumbags said Andy showered with boys. They left out the truth, which is he had to. He was in juvie. So I say to you, do not go to the obvious. Do not leave out the part that I'm an artist. I mean, I don't want to be pretentious. I lived in an artistic, my mama, and aesthetic is very important. And none of you guys seem to get that it was just for aesthetic reason. There was nothing sexual about it, Andy Cruz.
Yeah.
They were beautiful men, and one we worked for this guy used to joke that we're like identical twins. So it was just like, what's it like to look at myself? It was cool. I was used to doing it, but there are little differences, you know. But see, that's just a different way of. We come from different worlds, but respect. I respect. You're fun to have on. I don't know about now. Talk over me a little bit. Come on.
No, I'm listening.
So you were around. So I'll get back to, because the story, I buried the story years ago, but there's not much to talk about. So I heard you talk about Little Rebus is still allowed on, right? You still bring them on. Right?
Yes.
So I think you let on more people than me.
You what?
I would not let Rebus on.
Why not?
Because he called you a chomo.
Well, you kind of were doing the same thing.
Okay, let's clear this. When you describe a piece of behavior, It's different if you put a tag on that piece of behavior. I never did because I don't believe it. I don't think
Sam,
you're
come
that
on.
worth it.
We're splitting hairs here now.
No,
You
and
know
splitting
exactly.
hairs can be
You know
important.
exactly. You know exactly what you did.
Okay,
You kept
Andy,
calling me
but this is my
fingers
point of
because you
view.
kept telling everybody I fingered a 15-year-old, but you're making it sound like I was in my 40s and 50s when I did it.
No, I never did
When I
that. That's
didn't.
not true at
Sam,
all.
come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay, Andy,
Come
here's the
on.
truth.
Sam,
No,
come on.
it never. No, I thought you were that guy
Okay.
who doxed you said you were 19. If you were 16, it'd still be. I only
No, I
described.
wasn't 16. I wasn't 16. I
Look,
was older.
dude. You went at me hard. You started the war, and I went back. That's not a lie. I said, go listen at YB clips. Of course, it would make you uncomfortable. But what about you saying that I'm dead or Shaw is dead and I'm
Oh my
terrible?
God,
And
Sam.
what about that? What
Sam,
about
you're
that?
splitting hairs, man.
What about love?
I always, I just say your chat is dead because your chat is dead. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
who do you
not.
got? Who
Well,
do you
I
got in
wouldn't call
there?
it dead. It was not dead. It doesn't have
It
that many
doesn't
people.
have
Well, let's
the
look at it. It doesn't
spices
have
anymore.
but yeah,
It doesn't have
Andy.
people like me, Spooky,
Most people left.
Lexi, Mike. Well, because you
Lexi's
told them to
good.
leave, Sam.
Yeah.
You told them to
Well, I'm not
leave.
saying I'm totally innocent, Andy Cruz.
Hey, G,
Look, here's the deal. That you went at me hard, and I went back at you hard, but I never called you the P word. But it was
Sam,
something
you
uncomfortable.
implied it. You implied it.
No, I didn't imply it if you were.
Yes, you
No,
did,
don't.
Sam. This is where you're
No,
mad at me.
that's just not true. Or I would
Yes,
have
it
said.
is. Yes, it is.
So let's look at Nikki because I call her that, right? So you hear that. Oh, but she left out that she called me a predator. She didn't even know me. So I will tell you, if you go that low, I'm coming back at you hard because we have to, right? But what's
She
the
called you
point?
a sexual deviant.
Did I?
She called you a sexual deviant.
No, she called me a predator.
No, sexual deviant.
Were
I
you
have
watching?
I have a clip.
Oh yeah,
I have the clip.
Okay,
And you
that's
turned
a
around
bad
and said,
thing.
"Well,
They're
you're
both horrible."
well,
But I'm not. I'm conservative.
you,
I'm
ma'am, are a pedophile." That's what you said.
That's the worst. Yeah, because she came at me. What did you call me? A sexual deviant then? If you're going to come at me with that horrible, evil stuff, I'm going to come back at you hard. What else can I do? I don't go away.
Hey, Sam.
That's why you don't go away. But
I'm over there. He's not over here.
So it's just more fun. What do you guys want us to do? I'm not going to fake it. I never hated Andy, but I had to fight back hard, and that's what I did. And Andy, it was cool. I didn't know that. I thought you convinced me you're the real deal. Somebody put a bullet, I guess, through your head. It went through.
No, that one bounced off.
Dude, you got kind of respect. I gotta tell
Red Z, I mean,
he
Red
was
Sauce,
part of it. You get it?
wait. Red Sauce has a message for you, Sam.
He's a troll. I don't
Can you
want
read
it.
it? Can you read it?
No.
Please don't come at anyone hard, Sam.
Yeah, I respect. Look, Andy, you're the only other. We're not only small streamers. We'd be big, but for some reason, I'm too lazy. I don't know. You should be bigger too, right? If a million people saw you, I don't know. Maybe he will be. I make fun of you because you don't monologue. You could learn how to monologue.
I don't need
You'd be even better.
Think
of the stories he has. Have you told your why did somebody shoot you in the head? What reason for it?
Why not? That's what Mexicans do, apparently.
Okay, no. Not all Mexicans do that, and you know that.
Most of us
don't do that. I'm by insertion. I'm a person. I'm a brown. I'm a Chicano, machismo, by love. I know you make fun of it, but Latino women are curvy and most are beautiful. And I loved at least one of them from Brawley, Maria, probably the most common girl's name in the world after Mother Mary. Yeah. That's why I take offense sometimes when my people are, I have to represent. I mean, I've had bullets inside me, but I can't talk about it. Nobody will
Oh,
believe it
wow.
anyway. Yeah. That's why
So you're saying
I
you've been shot before?
I got to be tested for mercury. Is it mercury?
Why would they test you for
No,
mercury?
lead. I haven't been tested in
Why
a
would they
while.
test you for lead?
Why do you think?
I
You
have
should
lead in
know.
me. I don't test.
What's your lead level?
It's not that much.
Because
Probably.
the
It's probably all. It's probably all. So okay, when you get shot, right?
right,
You get a tetanus shot, right?
right.
So over the years, depending on where the bullet's at, if
Yeah.
it's inside you, you have to remove it, right? But if it's on the outskirts, the bullet will push out. Your body will push it out on its own. So over the years, my body has pushed out all the little shrapnel from the bullets out of my body. Every once in a while,
Wow.
I will feel a little jagged edge on the side of my leg,
Wow.
and that's the piece of lead coming out of my body. Now, you're saying that you have lead in you. If you had lead in you, Sam, you would have to get it removed surgically.
Okay. Sometimes I'm
Did,
not saying
did you
this is
just lie?
me.
Did you
Just
just lie to
no,
me?
okay, make believe this is a story. Sometimes fragments they leave in because it's more dangerous to take out. But there's been cases when fragments are lodged between muscles and then it gets loose, and that's big trouble. So they will also want to make sure that your lead levels, because it's poison. So you should probably have it done.
No, it's not. It's I don't have a big piece of lead in me. They're little pieces
But
of
you have a
shrapnel.
piece. You have a
Yeah, they're tiny little
yeah.
pieces. Yeah.
Dude, but a tiny little piece could like cause seizure, bad stuff
No,
if it gets
no.
loose. That's what they do. They
That's why
lodge
you take your fucking tetanus shot. That's what it's for.
for the lead.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, you're not listening. So I'm saying there's lead still in the fragment, and
Yeah.
sometimes it can get unlodged and it could clot,
But I
or it
know,
could
but
be
no, it's not that kind of lead. You're talking about a big bullet, right? I don't have a
what
bullet in
size
me.
of the bullet was in your
It was a 9 millimeter. The bullet
oh,
went through me, but the
yeah,
bullet
that's not
opened up like a claw and left pieces of jagged edge in my
dude,
body.
it could have killed you.
Yeah, no
Did
shit.
you have time to get scared?
Of course. I thought he was gonna shoot me in the head.
So I've always asked questions of people. So what you probably, it's like Ukraine, that they have images where a Russian, have you seen these? A Russian soldier goes and hides behind growth. In the
Yeah,
old days, but now they showed where I guess because of AI, that it shows that the clone follows
the drone.
behind the drone behind the bush. Fuck. So they even have you seen the clips where the drone has a camera on it and it
Hmm.
gets in and zeroes on the face. And now a lot of these Russian soldiers and probably Ukraine, if they hear the drone and they look up, they know they're dead.
Yeah.
How it's worse. Whoa. And it's because I hope, did you vote for Trump?
No, did you?
I'm not. I have a constitutional
Oh
right.
my god.
What I heard you want to talk about Trump? Forget the views. We might be probably in a look, dude. He did good stuff, but he's sick. He only cares about himself. He denigrates veterans. I don't know about brown people. Oh, now he's going to denigrate you guys if you don't keep voting for him, because of Latino vote, he won, because the Latinos used to vote Democratic, but some of you you voted Trump, and your people put him in, didn't they? Andy Cruz.
Sam,
Just joking.
Russell Cook says, "Why are you not dropping the link?"
Because I only wanted 2 people, but if you want to bring them up, bring them up.
Sure.
I like Russell a lot, even though he said he wanted to kill me twice. And yeah, look, I thought it was getting better to lose an arm. And it's true. Russell, after wanting to unalive me, heard my voice and called me the P word, said all my stories were wrong, and then wanted to break my arm. And someone said, that's not really Sam Hill. That's his AI. What was.
But Sam,
Or
you did label him as Mr. Peepers.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
We used to ball bust. We can't do it because our peace is kind of fragile. So I don't want to go after you. But Russell, I brought him on air. So we used to ball bust, and he had googly eyes, right? And I didn't know he only had one eye. So I apologized. I would have ball busted, right? If you don't, but if you have one eye, that's kind of below the belt. So I felt bad. I lost like 15, 20 subs. What about Russell calling me all those names like P word? Oh no, he's too cool. He's a dude. He's just some guy. He has a good side, and right? But I'm a good guy. Here's a likeness of my bud, Russell Cooke. Like Andy. Just what do you want us to keep this animus for?
Why do you make him look so old? He's not that old.
Oh, I thought it actually looks like him. What do you think?
No, he's too.
This guy old. To me looks, what, 45? Does he look older? Probably older, huh? His eyes are really good. No googly eyes. I like. If you want to give him the link, sure. Thanks for coming up.
No, you. He was asking you. I don't. It's your show.
Whatever. Yeah, if Andy does, because when I'm with Andy, I always go after him. Oh, let us go one-on-one. And of course he does it. He brings up
no, but I mean, I thought this was gonna be a live on. You were gonna talk about Revv and Nikki.
Yeah, let's bring it back. All right, help me. All right. Yeah. Andy still has him up. Andy has experience with him on. I banned him a couple years ago because.
Well, I'll have him up because I need to. Like, I've tried talking to Revv about this whole situation, right? And it's like, okay, I get it. People are like tired of it. Like,
I'm tired of it.
It's always the same thing, right? It's always
exactly how many times.
But like, we don't know what the truth. Okay, so I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, Nikki had said that she was done with him, and and then like that week, they both go live on his channel calling each other babe. Okay, so it's like,
did you see the Shaw when they met? Because that happened. So you said that's important. Don't leave that out. So it wasn't it wasn't like these two got along and then like most couples, they dig each other. And then they met in the Poconos. Revv had Nikki fly cross country. She set up this beautiful. I saw pictures
on her dime. She paid for the whole thing. Yeah.
And look, Nikki used to DM us. She would DM me, but I knew she DM'd other people. Anyway, so Revv was banned at the time. I suspended him from Shaw. He wasn't supposed to be on air for anti-Semitic remarks, and he just showed up. And so I let both of them up. Nikki was looking very uncomfortable, and it turned out that she was mad at Revv because Revv had hid Jin. Nikki had hid Jin because he got in. They met and he started drinking, and she took.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it is a bad thing because
it makes you probably need something to loosen them up, you know.
Okay, a little bit, I agree, but this guy's a drunk. The whole bottle. Maybe that's why he can perform like a man. Because after she was mad at him, the trip was a disaster, and we saw it because the two of them were on camera around the campfire. As soon as he moved in her direction, she moved away. And later, she was so mad at him, she should have come up with me, and I would have given her a better one-on-one interview.
Wait. But Betty says that Revv has repeatedly made fun of her son. Really?
Okay, that's so bad.
Why would he do that?
Okay, Andy, Andy Cruz. This is a bad guy. He only comes up. He used to be good, right? Some people are he with me. He was great with me. Chemistry's a big deal. Andy, he was great with me, but I somehow kept him under control. Because what happened when he left? Look at him now. Andy's too nice. You're kind of like Lauren. Andy lets this lime bucket come up, who's only an insult artist. And he called Andy a chomo. And at the end of the stream, Andy said, "Thank you, Revv." No, thank you, Revv. He's a liar. He doesn't work. And he doxed his own girlfriend, phoned her work 8 times. This is not but on air, him and me were good. The most important. You know how important that is. I didn't follow him off. He said he lied about me. So let me bring it back. And Andy has been around and should interrupt. So they met.
I'm surprised Betty's like talking about Revv, because I've as long as I remember, Betty's always had Revv's back. She was always good at Revv.
Great.
She started the first fucking Sea Pigs, and the second.
She was my co-host for one night. I don't know
what happened. How'd you blow that?
I think she got too much blowback. She was very good, but she's a very moral person.
Becky.
And she was good, is my point. I've had too many co-hosts. Revv was probably the best. HB could have been better. And he ended up doxing my nickname. Why do people do this to me?
You know what I'm worried about, Revv, because of the drink. So right now, my cousin is passing away in Mexico. And my family just got back like an hour ago from visiting him, and they didn't take no pictures because I just don't want to see that. But
good.
Yeah. They told me he's like he's a goner, right? So
is he a drunk?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's there's no
35 years, 40 years of drink. He started drinking.
I wonder how many years do people have until it destroys the liver? I
met my cousin in 1988. I was 12, I think, 12 years old. Yeah. We went to Mexico.
Which part of Mexico?
Jalisco.
Is that by the border?
No, deep south. Right.
I've only been.
It's like a little ranch, right? And I remember my dad had a radio that he brought because he bought it for him. You know, he was about 10 years old. And I remember when I came in, he was standing in the back and he was like a little jealous because we were showing up and everybody was making a big thing about, you know, all of us showing up, and he was sad, you know, because like he was just like jealous. And I remember seeing him, and I got like so sad just looking at him because he had like these oversized pants that were dirty and a dirty shirt, and he had like a string holding up his pants, like you know, a rope. It wasn't even a string; it was a rope, you know.
Wow.
And you know, and when we got there, my dad bought him like clothes and stuff because like my family was really poor and stuff. And he was the oldest child of there was 4 of them, and I became friends with them. He must have been like 10, right? Yeah, 10, 11, around there. We were almost the same age, but not really. I was just like 1 or 2 years older than him because I remember when I got there, I was already into girls, you know, and I already had like 2 girlfriends as soon as I got there, and he didn't care about girls, and I didn't understand why.
Did you finger the girlfriends?
So they were actually older than me.
I hope they weren't 14, unless you were 14.
No, I was 12. They were like 15. Like
you had older dames.
But you know what it was is that they wanted to be with me because in their mind there was a chance that I would bring them back with me, you know. So, anyways,
at what age did you start dealing marijuana? Maybe that's why.
That was in high school. No. So
that was just your charm.
So I remember we were at a party, right? and we partied every day there. The family did. I didn't. I didn't drink at the time, but I do remember him hiding. And at 10 or 11, he was already making strong drinks like
Wow.
vodka and soda and drinking
Yeah.
them. And I'm like, dude, are you all right? And it was like nothing to him. Like,
Yeah.
and over the years, even though I could hang, like I could drink a lot, like a lot.
Uh-huh.
I would drink one day
You
out of the
say it
week
like
or
it's a
whatever.
boast. It's
Yeah.
not a good thing.
And he
Oh,
just
I
he
could
was like,
drink you under the. Yeah, you're drunk.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But he was
Don't
like one of
follow.
those that would like wake up drinking, go to bed drinking, like not
Dude,
eat,
that's
you
like
know.
Jorg.
Yeah,
I said,
exactly.
I said, what are you like when you're sober? He said, you've never seen me sober. I said, I know what you think in the morning. You think I hope there's a beer in the refrigerator and it calms you down. So the anxiety is when you wake up and you don't have it there. And my dad was a drunk.
Yeah.
Jorg is an example for people watching this. It's some people, they just it's like dopers, right? Because when you start smoking dope, the first thing, and we know people, at least I did, they got through college totally never sober. I wonder
Hey,
what they were like.
Sam, are you scared that Brutal Mafia probably wants to be your main squeeze?
Well, here's the deal. So I'm done defending him. I've called him
'Cause-
out for what we know. He's going to
yeah.
have to come up. I'm his monkey. I'm his dancing monkey.
It's so funny though. I swear he's in love with you. I swear. Like look, you invited me
Yeah.
up here and I said I'd come up here, right? But it's like
a lot of people love
at
me.
this point I can take you or leave you. Like it's really no
Thank
big
you
deal.
so
You know what I
much.
mean? But
Yeah, but
you've
you
been on
don't
my
have a better
panel.
guess than me.
You've
Don't
been
be that
you've
passive
been on
aggressive.
my
You're a great.
panel and
Yeah, I made the world.
I'll let anybody up, but
No, don't
I
say
gotta
I'm the who's
I got
better than me.
I
And
gotta
I
laugh
drink
though with this
people.
Brutal. Like really,
Blaming.
like I think he really
Brutal's
wants to
pretty
be
good
with
on
you.
here. I'll talk about
I
Brutal.
think he's in love with you. Like he's like
Seriously,
it
no.
blows my
No,
mind.
I think you're wrong. I
I'd be
don't think
worried
he
about your
cares that
booty
much.
hole for reals.
Dude, would you stop slandering? He doesn't care that much. Most of these people don't care. And okay, he's given much airtime, but
Oh, it's so funny.
I feel bad because where does he have to go?
Well, nobody really likes him.
I kind of like him. Lauren likes
Hey,
him. Tip likes
you know
him.
what? Now that he's in your chat, can I ask him a very, very, like a serious
Of course.
question?
Of course.
Brutal, I don't know if you can answer me this, but who named who after who? I've heard people say that Brutal named himself after Brutally Lauren. But I
good
always
question.
thought that Lauren
I don't know.
named herself after Brutal. I would like to know the real answer.
I would say she named him after a Brutal Mafia.
Do you think
But I
Brutal?
don't know for sure.
Because that's what I heard. I heard that she named herself after. No, he named
Yeah, you
himself
heard the
after
reverse.
her.
I'd have to ask who told you that
Yeah.
and judge their
Well,
credibility.
a few people. Yeah.
Well, you have a few people lie.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, they weren't
Tell
sure
me-
themselves. They
Okay,
weren't
I'm
sure
not
themselves
sure. Yeah,
because
Brutal was sure.
I didn't know Brutal. Like I met Brutally Lauren
See, in
first.
Derp, you go too far. That's why. Look, one thing that Andy's nicer than me, but one thing I can control is who gets to be in chat, and Andy knows. I've told people who went to Andy because of me. I said, don't let the door. Andy's nice, and there's friends, but I don't want Mike. I miss. I have to admit, I tried to make up Mike because Mike contributes. He talks politics, and I think Andy and I actually agree that Trump's a shit, and I wanted him to do well, but he's getting worse and worse. He keeps falling asleep. Trump keeps falling asleep.
Yeah,
It's like Shakespeare. It's what he told
man.
Biden, and it's going to get worse and worse. He had this NATO meeting, and somebody caught him. The camera caught him. We don't want our president to fall asleep, and that's why Biden had to go. So he's got 3 more. Are we supposed to pretend?
I got confirmation from Scotty. Brutal named himself after Lauren. He was using someone else's name before he attached himself to Lauren. Okay.
I kind of believe Scotty's. I can't support her because I like Lauren, but there's like a lot I actually like about Scotty. somehow she's kind of likable, even though I let her fight Burley Lauren. And after she obviously lost Scotty, she got mad at me. She said she wanted to drive me off the internet. But I don't know, something about her I like, Andy.
Yeah. So Lauren wears the pants in that community, the brutals, the brutal
Yeah, I
mafia.
don't
He wears the
follow
pants.
other places Lauren goes. She's very smart. And Brutal Mafia, I don't know who he is. Do you know who he is?
I don't really care.
Well, I like to know who I'm dealing with. You don't care. I do. But I'm not going to you come up on air.
Well, we did have, you know what though? I am glad you came up with Lauren the other day, and we had a good time.
Lauren always told me she was her friend. She always told me that. So of course you'd have a good time. There's no reason for you and Lauren. Well, I don't know the reason, because Sue got mad at me. I never understood. Just one day, you said I write too much.
Who said you write too much?
You said you went to war with me because I write too much and I do shenanigans, go back and forth.
You were trying to get into Sue's DMs.
No, guilty to the writing. I think I'm smart people write a lot. And
you're getting a little too friendly with Sue.
At that point, I had no way. I was in no Discord at that point of writing with May. So we never wrote. So we were wrong. So no more war.
No, I'm done with the wars. We've moved on, you know.
There's no other wars or anything.
There is a big war going on. There's a big war going on. There is a big war going on between Scotty and Nikki.
I know. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't follow.
Well, I do care because I like them. You know.
Yeah,
I do like them.
You're
but
invested in that.
I just don't. I don't like doxing. I really don't.
Okay, Andy.
I don't know. Yeah.
Doxing is horrible.
It is.
I broke with May because of it, but people, I don't support. You don't either. I don't. You doxed by. Okay, I think you did dox, but she struck your channel, so you got to add that part, and you deny it.
Struck who? Wait, who struck who? What?
May strike your channel
twice. Yeah,
and then I think you doxed her 8 times.
Wait, and then, no, that's not even the worst part of it, right? So I just got a brand new. I had just gotten a brand new phone,
right?
And I put the new number in that thing where like you put your number, so when they strike you, it has to be accurate if you're gonna go through with whatever, right? I shouldn't have put it because I knew she wasn't gonna contest it, but I put it, and she got it, and she gave it to.
Well, I wouldn't have done that.
She gave it to YB Clips.
That wasn't
immediately.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Found all my information using my phone number. She gave
terrible.
him.
That's terrible.
And he started. I've been getting weird phone calls. It's probably him. And he's on a campaign because I made him look stupid, right? You
bring up
Andy's
fairly normal.
He fell in love with May Noodles, and he couldn't handle that brutal.
There's whatever. If I go on Andy's channel, I did 2 times. We had fun. He knows I'm not going to get his channel in trouble, but there's some people who they might be delusional. I don't know, or they somehow feel slighted. And like this guy, I was interested because he said things about you, and I wanted to hear them because we were at war. But once he said Andy's a P word, I said, no, he's not. I'm gone. And I broke with him. So what I'm saying is, out of 1,000 people, I think like 2,500 know our name. Out of those 2,500 people, you're going to get some really serious delusional criminal people you don't want to deal with.
Well, that's why I don't. That's why I don't associate with those.
I wouldn't want him knowing my name. I don't blame you.
There's certain people that come to my channel, and you'll know who they are. That go real life, and they won't have a wrench. And I know by that you can calculate.
I don't have a wrench.
That's why
I go on your channel, and after my first comment, they remove me. Sometimes they'll say don't remove them, but they remove me anyway. You know that.
I got you. Nobody's blocked in my chat. Nobody's blocked, right?
I'm blocked.
But there are people. There are people that do like to. They do like to.
Come on.
They do like to. Dox people. So I prefer not to be around those people, right? There's certain people I won't be around, and I can name them too. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, name them. Go ahead.
No, I can't name them in private.
You just said you can name them. Oh,
I can name them. Yeah.
Name a couple you
do
can.
Do you want me to bring them here? Because if I say their name, they'll come over. You know how it
Sure.
goes.
We're approaching. We need something else. No, I know you guys would be entertained by our fighting. I don't want to fight this guy, and I'm not going to do it for more views. And that's how you get no. But if you want to bring
Brutal, you have
over
to go to my
people,
chat. You have to go to my
it's
chat
nearly
to talk. 'Cause
It's nearly half an
you won't be
hour. I
blocked.
really,
You won't be. Yeah. Wait, I'm giving Brutal permission to go to my chat. He won't be blocked if he wants to
but
talk to
other
my chat.
people can't control like me, Andy.
They
You tell
can't see the.
people
They
not to
can't
do
see
it, they
the
do
chat.
it. Brutal is. I don't think he has a place to go. I thought
Well, he
I
really
tried the
doesn't.
show with him, but there's no more places to go. The people have left, and they go over to Scotty or something, and
Who?
that's where are you gonna go? I follow you. I'd follow
Hi, Ali.
Beck. Where else? I'm not gonna follow Vids.
Ali, call
Why
me
don't
later.
you call out Vids for gay bashing? You know he did.
But that was between him and Robbie. Robbie was
Okay, and
giving it right back into. Look, if somebody's gonna call me the F word, I'm gonna call him back the F word, right? So they're
yeah,
big
of
boys; they
course.
can handle it, right? Like I don't mind.
The
People.
gay
You know,
bashing is
I
that
don't mind people
line.
talking shit to each other, right? I only
No,
mind when
that's
it's
bigotry, dude.
children and when
That's
you're
bigotry.
doxing people's homes because that's dangerous. Children are
Yeah,
innocent. Children have nothing to do with this.
absolutely.
I have not once ever gone at any children, even that crazy broad GLM. Not once have I ever brought up her children. I've been respectful about that,
She
and I've
was.
actually
She got
taken
so
my
mad
time.
at
And
me.
you know,
She's been mad at me. She liked me. She hates Andy. Why does she hate you? I forget.
she hates me because I made her look stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, she
This
goes
is how much
way beyond the.
of a fence rider I am, right? The reason I fell out with her was because she wanted me to see a video making Brutal Mafia look like a predator, right? And I said I'm not gonna do it.
Oh,
I
good
don't know
for
this guy.
you.
Like
Good for you.
I'm not gonna run a narrative on someone that I don't feel that he's some kind of predator, right? Now
Yeah,
that was that
that's crossing the line,
I lost. She got mad at me, and we stopped talking after that, and
dude.
that's when all
Dude,
this
you
shit
don't think
started,
she's
right?
been mad at me? You don't think she's been mad at me? Maybe that's where you got the horns from. She got
No,
mad at me because I took away her wrench.
good.
And
She doesn't need it.
um, yeah, I told this I was doing something on the Holocaust because sometimes I do serious, and she came on air and trolled me. It's not cool when a lot of people
Hey,
died in
Laura.
the Holocaust. That's not the time to come up and make fun of it. Don't
Wait.
make
Let
fun
me
of
go to
it.
my chat. Laura's there. Have you ever met Laura? Have you ever met Laura?
I don't believe so.
Laura's a good person. She
There's
hangs
some
out
good
over there
people.
with like AC and all them over there.
Red Sauce is a troll.
Red Sauce is a great person. Stop it.
Yeah, wonderful. Listen,
Great
Rev,
person.
we'll get back to Rev. I know on air more than anybody, including Andy, because he was my whole co-host for 250 episodes. He was never a good
Bye,
guy,
Bree.
but he was fun, and he's gone like some streamers. He's gone south into a depravity of just attacking people, and people. Some are entertained by that, but not me. So Nikki. So after I met them, they had Poconos. Nikki gave an interview that Rev paid for very little. That he lied to her. New people might know this. The first lie came, and I think Andy knows this, that he's very good manipulating and when it's online. You get it? So they had chemistry online. Nikki fell for Rev. Well, people can do that. May fell for Jimmer without meeting, and of course, then you have to meet. Like AOC had to meet May before they met. A couple of times May came on and talked sexy to AOC. You got to meet. That's my point. And there was delusion or lie because when they were getting to know each other online, little Revis neglected kind of an important fact, right, Andy?
Yeah.
What didn't he tell her?
I don't know.
He had no teeth. He
Oh,
had no teeth.
yeah, that's
Probably didn't
true.
smile enough.
No,
So
no, 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 no. Wait. We have. You know me. I'm all about the truth.
good, good.
He didn't say he had no teeth. He said he needed work on his teeth. They were black. Remember?
Assumption. Oh, I have a cab. Come on, Andy.
They
He
were
didn't.
black.
The obvious. They're so bad, and I'm seeing
Yeah,
he has no
but
teeth.
he
He
didn't.
tells
He
you don't
wasn't
think I need
missing his
work.
teeth.
He
He wasn't
deceived
missing
her,
his
Andy
teeth.
Cruz. Come on, Andy. Come on. The truth. If you're
Mm.
dating someone and you
Hey,
have
Lawrence.
no teeth, you should say, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm not perfect. I have no." He never told her, and later on, he no, he found her work,
Hey, Redzy.
doxed her. This is not a so the really the question that keeps coming up, and I'll skip to it. Maybe I'll come back. Is all these years like I used to be friendly with her. She would write me saying, I can't stand this guy, get me away. And a lot of us would say the obvious to me, get a fucking restraining order. She never did. And so that's the mystery that this is dysfunctional. I think it's more him. I think she has this need within her psychologically to be manipulated by this guy because I think he does wheedle his way on. Here's a pattern of behavior. It's not original behavior. And that's why I stopped talking about it. But there's so little to talk about, Andy, that this story is kind of fascinating. So it's come up again, and Andy's brought it up. And I think it's interesting because it's continued pattern of behavior. So you have this lady, attractive, smart, educated, what's she doing with this parasite? Because this parasite has his hooks in. He's the worst kind of individual that would put his hooks in a needy woman for whatever reason and not let go. Now let's just deal with the most recent that Nikki over the years, once a year or two, would come on air. She did it on Shaw, and Revv would come on, and they would do this dance. And if you want to see it, go check out Andy. I heard they did it on yours.
No, they
So,
did it on. They did it on Bex.
oh, Bex.
So,
Well, that's
so
better.
they sent me a message, and they said that it went down on Bex. So I was gonna watch it that night, and I had posted it that I was gonna watch it, but I think Nikki went and told Bex to take it down. So I never got to watch it. But
No,
Revv came up. Revv came up, and we actually had a good time. And I've always told Revv the same thing. Like, how long are you guys gonna? It's like at this point, it's gonna be close to 10 years of them doing this dance. Like it's
because
wild.
if they got something they get something from it, but it's unhealthy. What do they get something transactionally from it? Attention. I don't know. They seem to be drunk when they do it.
I don't think
So,
Nikki drinks.
well, she doesn't tell the truth because years ago she told me she never talked to the guy, and then Revv would show that they talked on the
Yeah,
phone. So
yeah.
there's some lies going on,
Of course,
and
yeah,
Nikki
yeah.
is a liar. I think it's a psychological problem because it stops. It's just she gets into a state where she's obviously distraught, upset, and who'd want to get 500 phone calls? This guy, I blame. I did used to say it's even. No, it's him because he preys upon this woman, and he's not a nice guy. If she was dealing with a responsible member like Andy, um, because Andy has some humanity in him, right?
Yeah.
You didn't go that low at me once or twice, and I probably went low. The phone thing was real, but I only did it to show you that I fight back hard. I'm no punk.
What phone thing?
Um, that YB Clips got that conversation between you and that group of Chicano men
Oh.
that made trouble.
Yeah, but those group of people I don't really care about. Like, I mean, that's who
Yeah,
he likes. All those guys
I
over
was just
there, they
fighting back, dude.
all
You
the
don't
yeah, no,
want
but
me. You didn't
all those
expect
guys
me
I
to
don't
punk
really
out,
worry
did you?
about because they're all a bunch of like a lot of them are like
Well, now that we get
fake
along,
fake
they
gangsters
don't
and like
know
guys.
Andy.
And there's
Yeah,
some that are like from they're like they talk about prison. They talk about like
Who?
prison sex, all those guys that he was at.
Whoa.
Yeah, those guys are like a lot of them are
Deal
like,
with prison
yeah,
people. Yeah.
they follow guys that are in prison and then they try to identify themselves
Why
as
didn't you talk
being.
to him then? Why did you
I
talk to him?
did, I did. I jumped on panel and I let
So
them
you
know who
left
I was.
very
I
early?
think, yeah, huh?
Yeah, you don't have a prison personality.
I
That's probably
know.
good.
That's why I jumped up there and I told them who I was. I told them exactly who I am.
Why
If
would
they
you
want to
do? Well, you should have
verify, if they
known.
want to verify who I am, right? I give them
No.
all
No,
my
no. That
info
was
of
stupid.
who they can
Don't
talk
give him.
to.
Oh, you gave him
I
info.
don't. I
Wonderful.
don't have. We call it. We don't. I don't have dirty paperwork.
Okay,
All that.
Karina,
All that was
you want
said
to
was.
bring this up? Look at this. You're only here because of Andy. What I won't shut up about you, Karina, posing, taking a young woman's picture, and you're older, so you can fool them. So I'm supposed to respect this idiot. And what about your friendship with Cruz? You're a phony, and May Noodles exposed you. And why don't you defend yourself? Did you do that or not? And you did that. And you're banned. Well, I didn't get
Sam,
up here
calm
because of
down.
you.
It's not that serious.
No, I
Sam.
don't. I don't play the
Sam,
calm
calm
down on
down.
myself. This is she said she liked me. I was one of her favorite streaks. She loved my voice. And then when you stabbed me in the back, you cunt. Am I allowed to say that?
Sam, come on. You don't gotta call her that.
Look, she stabbed me in the
Stop.
back, Andy Cruz. Stop.
How did she stab you in the back?
Because I took up a friendship with May Noodles. That's why I didn't lose it. I'm a wonderful person. I lost a lot of support because I defended May Noodles. People, even JK came up and I said, "Why don't you like me?" She said, "Because of May Noodles." I lost, and I'll still do the right thing. Because you got good people like Tiff, you got Lauren, a lot of people. What about Miss Mama? The best people like May Noodles. The worst people like Karina. Why would you like a catfisher? You don't approve of catfishing, Andy Cruz.
What do you? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Karina got mad at me because Karina was, you know the story, right? That Karina was going with this avatar of a woman named Patton, a young woman, to probably to get younger men. And it turned out that May Noodles found out and she interviewed the real Peyton. So Karina,
I thought that was a troll. I thought she was trolling because that was supposedly
no, that's true.
a troll.
That's true.
But that's what I heard. I don't know.
That's why she hated May. And but she liked. Oh, they all like my voice until they turn. My voice. I don't have a Jimmer voice. I could do it. You know, I don't come on here. I come on here to sing a song of the heart that people like. You hear? I don't know if you heard my first song. My wife said that. Is that your voice? Yeah, because I have all different kinds. Right?
Whoa, wait a minute. Karina says, Sam, that is a lie. You got mad at her because she didn't defend you over at Vids and you blocked her and Karina.
Yeah, there's truth in
Charlotte.
That. Yeah, there's truth.
But why do you expect people to defend you?
Wait a minute, it doesn't take a place from what you did, Karina. It doesn't.
So then why wasn't it an issue? Wait.
As a catfisher,
if it was wait, Sam.
You're defending.
If it was an issue before that, right? Why is
there
it
was
an
no
issue now?
I gave her a mod.
There was no issue. So then why are you making it an issue now?
I DM'd her. Look, Andy Cruz, are you listening? Listen. I went after May over doxing for many months. And Karina and Kat lady, I didn't know that. It's because I went after May that they liked me, just like they like you more when you're at war with me. They're not going to like you being decent to me. How dare you? Be civil. Oh, why don't you have me go hard at you for another year? That's no fun. We're having fun on air, so fuck you all. That's why I'm here to have fun on air with people like Andy. I didn't want this war.
Sam, do you still like Dutchie's AIs?
Dutchie is a horrible human being.
Why? Why is Dutchie horrible?
Okay, he's wonderful. Stay with Andy. He's banned. You know why? He's playing me. That's okay.
I
I'm
don't
not a
know why.
dummy. I'm a good
I
guest.
don't
You can
know
go
why.
after
I don't
me.
know all your
I
beefs,
like ball
fam.
busting you, but
I
not.
don't. I really
I don't.
don't.
I don't.
If
I don't
anybody trying
even.
to come up, I hear the little pop.
Well, you have to put the. You have to
I
put
don't.
the
I don't
links.
have. I can't do anything.
You don't know how to transfer a link from your
No, I'm
DM.
saying. I'm saying. Is there anybody backstage?
There's nobody backstage.
Oh,
They would
okay.
only get the link from you or Nocto.
No, I don't. I didn't give out the link.
The bad thing about guests is it makes me go too long. I like this right
Ah.
here, one on one. Right?
Well, let's because I don't have that much time. I have to go, but let's
Yeah.
bring up some
What do you
guests.
have
Let's
to
bring up
do?
some
Where
guests.
are you going? Let's see if
I'm
that's the
gonna.
truth.
I'm gonna go have dinner,
Oh, because of food. That's such a bullshit.
and then I gotta go to church.
He's got. Oh, we have.
Yeah.
I have kind of a bad feeling about that. You
Why?
left the one true faith.
What?
I shouldn't talk like this. You left like you grew up and you went to my church and the one true faith you left.
I haven't left the faith. I still have the
You
same
left the
faith you did.
Catholic Church.
Well, it's just that it's just
I shouldn't bring it
at
up.
the end of the day, I'm just following what the Bible says instead of what
I shouldn't
men
say
say.
that. I just say what's in my head that I have.
Like so that means if you're Catholic,
I'm
you kneel
Catholic. Yeah.
in front of saints and virgin
Yeah,
statues
of
and all
course.
that.
Of
Well, in the
course.
Bible it says, "Thou
And-
shalt not adore any god but thy God."
But Jesus was a Catholic after.
I know, and we
His
should not
church
bow
was
down in front
Catholic.
of. We should not bow down in front of idols. All I do is I follow
That's
the
a very
Bible.
Protestant. See, I don't want to go after anyone's religion. That's a very Protestant belief, and Andy has taken up. I get it. Luther had some points. I'll say that.
They're basically all Lutherans, just different
Yeah,
denominations.
I mean the biggest break between
Was Lutheran?
Catholicism and is that Catholics they have saints and shrines. And there's one
Yes.
thing that bothered me that Luther, that why, I mean, you're supposed to feed the poor according to our Savior. So why are all these churches full of gold? Right?
That's right. That's why I don't go
It
there.
always bothered me, but not enough to turn on my back on my, my upbringing, I guess.
So you want me to drop the link, Sam?
It's up to you if you want the person up.
Well, I don't know if anybody wants to come up.
respect you for coming up. Well, Andy,
It's always
Andy's had
fun when
enough. He wants to go eat. So either come up or thank you for coming
Here,
up, man.
I'll drop the link. No, I'll stay here for
I
a little
thought
bit.
you were pretty good. Okay, stay. What do you want to? You don't have that much time. So I know a lot about this scumbag. He was my co-host, and I knew Nikki, and she used to come up. We were going to do Romeo and Juliet. We had one rehearsal from the balcony scene. So I'm saying I really got along with Nikki, and he met Nikki, and then he fell apart. He started saying the N words, and his whole personality changed. And that's why did his whole personality change? But what you see when he's drunk is an abusive individual. And Nikki, Rev's the real loser, but Nikki has a lot. So to me, why would Nikki want to be with him? What do you think?
I don't know. Why does any girl want to be with the guy? You know.
Well, if she's healthy to share, to experience, maybe to have children, to get married, they have the same values, they love each other, they do healthy things. Like it's healthy to have good loving when you love somebody, stuff like that. Opposed to, look, Andy, what is Rebus? He hounded me. He purposely, he knew I wanted to get to 1,000 subs. He purposely subbed his 15 alts. So as I got close to 1,000, he would pull. What kind of man psychologically tortures? I guess he hates me. Andy, I've said all these things. I'm up front that he finally, the stream was over with, right? And people backstage you've heard this story. You know this story when he was backstage with me, Andy Cruz?
No.
So he's backstage with me. We were kind of getting along. And he said, Sam, look, we're not on air. Let's just be totally honest. And whatever a bad thing. And he started talking about gorillas because he used to call the GLM. And I said, no, don't call it. So after, I'm just me. I'm not a bigot. I'm pro-Jewish and pro-brown, and there's no purple. I don't care about there's no purple people. You get it? And I've loved, Andy makes fun of me. I'm the one who said, I've learned about cultures loved by penetration. And you guys made it sound like a bad thing. Falling in love, you learn a lot about, you meet the family. I learned a lot about your culture, and I like most of it. It's a cool, most Mexican Americans, I mean, my neighbor, they're good people. And then there's the cartel. Andy used to be a gang member. He could speak on it. I'm not going to. I don't think I've been around.
Never a cartel member.
I've been around gang members because it wasn't Maria. It was this other Mexican American when I worked at, what's the name of that French dip place? Philippe's. Have you heard of it?
No.
Across, that big train station in downtown LA.
Yeah, on Union Station.
Yeah, right across the street is a famous Philippe's. It has French dip. I'm surprised you never heard of it. Because LA is your city, right?
Yeah, but LA's big.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
You gotta talk to me about things like in East LA. Other than that, I really don't know the rest of the city.
You didn't travel out? You went to Dodger
I
Stadium?
Did, but like it wasn't like I was just out and about.
I know somebody in Washington.
I mean, I'll go to the beach or whatever,
Oh,
but
yeah. Oh, I love the beach. What beach would you go to? Santa Monica?
Santa Monica.
That's where I hung out.
Yeah.
I hung out when I was homeless. I wanted to see the Pacific. Santa Monica Beach is right next to Venice Beach. You hung out there.
You can walk. You can walk from pier to pier.
Yeah.
There's a bike
Santa
path
Monica.
Yeah.
Dude, I got kicked out of, I think it was Santa Monica Pier with Maria. Because it was cool. We fell asleep, and these police, whatever, kicked us out. So on Venice on Sunday, the freaks come out, and it's fun. Venice Beach is very fun, right? So yeah, we share the same beach. So I made out actually on Santa Monica. I don't know if I should tell you this, that me and Jenny took part in her initiation to lovemaking. You're not supposed to do that. So, but nobody was around, and a lot of sand, and it's not that cool though to do those things on sand, right, Andy? I'm sure you did loving or kissing
on the sand. No, I mean kissing, yeah, but no loving.
Yeah, because it's not. It sounds good, but it gets inside you and all that. Yeah, it's that place used to be hippy dippy in the '60s. People told me.
Still kind of hippy dippy.
And they used to have a big drug rehab. Yeah, it's like on Sunday, you go down Venice, and all the artistic people who have showered with naked men.
What?
Getting back to that point, Andy, I don't think.
Why do you gotta bring that up for?
Because you guys keep. Hi, Mike. I want to explain it. I want to explain it.
Hey, Mike.
Like, I'm kind of a fish out of water in that this isn't. I should go do a stream on the book club. You know what I mean? There people don't come to Shaw or Andy Cruz. Is that your channel name, Andy Cruz?
Yes, Reborn.
I just subbed to it. Yeah. Andy said he doesn't follow.
You weren't even subbed?
No, I've always been subbed. Why wouldn't I be? I liked your stream. I used to come on it. We used to get along.
Andy. I think I subbed him after Poon died.
He's very likable, except when he goes to war on you. But he's Mike. Obviously, he has this cruel side, or he wouldn't have been a gang member. That's not some game, a video game. And of course.
Andy, can you confirm or deny that you are a gang member or have been?
No, he's not an active gang member. He's not.
Okay.
Do I come?
But he's associated.
Sam, you're a gay member. You're a member of the gay.
Gang member, not gay. not gay.
Yeah, but you, Sam, you're a gay member. You're a member
I'm not
of
a
the
gay
gang.
member.
You're dressed
Okay.
like
It's okay if he
Mike.
if he likes gay guys. It's
So
good.
some things, I like. They bring up these stories, not what I did in the police organization. They like these stories, like
pendejo.
and Andy,
Chicano, so for this.
Mike.
How do you say? Vato, el vato.
What are you
Hey,
talking
vato. I feel like a gay member just by being on panel.
Okay, I don't permit anti-gay.
He said gang member.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam
they
is a
can't
gay
have
member.
both me and
Andy is
Andy.
an ex-gang member. It's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just defensive because
Yeah.
people always.
Now that's
We're
revenge.
talking about
Because
Andy
you like to say
insinuating
that I'm a
gay
parent
activity when it wasn't true, Andy.
You
But
like
you
to say that I'm a crazy person. You like to say that I'm psychotic and paranoid. And is it not true? You
Yeah, I
border
feel
up
bad
with
about that.
the government's gonna
Okay,
kill you.
forget
So that's
if
my
I
vengeance,
said
man.
Mike's ever that way. I shouldn't have said that, right, Andy?
I guess.
Right.
I'm not really
But you
crazy.
said it. You said it.
I didn't say nothing.
Andy, he put up a video of his interview that they put him away to diagnose him. And he put up video of it, him talking with interviews, and he convinced the people he's not a threat to himself. But he put it out there, right,
Ooh.
Mike? Remember when they picked you up?
Yeah, but
they picked
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. I did choose that. I'm kind of like an open book.
Yeah.
So some people keep
Open
their
book.
private life private on
But I
YouTube.
still feel bad.
I'm kind of an open book. Okay, I stream.
Yeah,
just
I
my-
don't dox.
Good for you, Mike.
He's open. Yeah, but I don't. I'm just honest. And if Mike comes up here,
Yeah, but you never know if I end up in there if they will. Somebody would have talked to them.
well,
Okay,
you were
your job is to say
determined
my
by the
space and
authorities
keep
not
me.
to be a physical threat, so you've been cleared.
Yeah.
Andy, imagine how anxiety when he was in there. I saw he posted the interview, but the doctors say, well, if he's sane enough, he can't really fake it. If he's sane enough to say the right answers, that shows good reality testing. That he realizes
That's what I'm
he's gotta
saying. Yeah,
say the right
you can't
You can't fake that. Yeah.
You can't fake sanity, meaning a
Yeah.
person who's truly like psychotic or paranoid schizophrenic.
It's pretty
They're
clear.
not going to be able to like fake being normal because
Yeah.
a person that's so it's not that like in everything. Like if you're a guy who I don't know, you have a temper problem, you get mad and you rant and rave. That you can't keep in the cycle for that. Now, certain things was like if you're psychotic, if you're a paranoid schizophrenic, and you're like having an episode where you're screaming at people, at the demons or something like this. Now that type of stuff, you risk being put in there, or people that are like harming themselves or threatening to harm themselves. Okay. Now,
Mike, I have the education. You have the reality or unreality. Mike, here's the Andy.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz.
Yes.
Don't let your guests go on like that, because I get bored. So here's a simple thing that everybody knows.
I'm making the stream better as far as I'm concerned.
If you live in democracy,
let me know. It's not a pussy.
Thanks for coming up, Mike.
You're welcome.
Oh, what are you getting Mike for?
Because I'm bored. He'll just go on. I know this stuff. I'm the expert.
Mike's a good guy.
I don't know. Has he ever helped? Has he ever helped? I don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah, so me and Andy, we could team up and have like a YouTube gang. It's like the pizza. Where it's like, I look like kind of Hispanic. Look at me. I look kind of Hispanic. If I would
I don't want to talk that nonsense.
He kind of does look like a gangster.
I don't care. What do you think about Poon Handler? Do you miss him? What do you want to say about him?
Yeah, I miss him, okay. But we don't like your kind over here, Sam. You have to sit with the white people.
My kind is, what do you mean I have to sit with the white people?
You have to co-sit with the white people. You can't be
Andy? He's not white.
Okay? We're Chicanos, okay? You have to hang with your kind, understand?
Thanks for coming. Okay, I don't.
Yeah, you have to eat with the white people.
Mike, you're talking nonsense. I've had enough, Andy. Really. You know what I mean?
Well,
no, Andy lets up just about anybody. I won't let up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how good he is. I'll tell you. Let's do it.
Can I invite my friend over here, Red Z? Do you want to come over for a bit?
Yeah, I don't like him, but you're the co-host, or
Do you
you're
like Reggie?
up
Do
here,
you
so
like
I'll show
Reggie?
you that respectful. Yeah, he's a troll, but you can have up practically anyone because you're nice enough to come up, dude. People who come up like that deserve some respect. So yeah, Mike, you didn't. Here's what everybody probably knows or should, that if the authorities think you're going to harm yourself or others, then they have legal basis to take away your freedom. They usually come out with a team on the 5150, Andy. They come out with a team. And when I went through my training, they talked about it. Usually they have one psychiatrist, but I don't know about now with budget and everything. And they take away your constitutional right of habeas corpus, which is possession of the body. And they did that with Mike, as he told us. There was an issue because he says he's classified. I don't think he's classified autistic. You get
No,
money
he's
for
not.
being autistic. I think he was. So he's talked about it, but I feel bad. I don't know. I wanted to hear him talk about he was actual friends with Poon. That's his value, and that's the value of me. Because Exile got really mad at me, but it wasn't a good. I thought Poon did some really bad things. Andy has a more positive view, and toward Andy, I guess they were friends. He did. I liked streaming with him, right? But looking at his behavior, he made fun of something that happened to me. He said some horrible things, Andy Cruz, and I know you don't want to say anything negative, but I think I want people to say the truth about me when I'm gone, and that's why I don't like funerals. He had good. He was really good in the beginning, right? And then I got mad at him. He took thousands of dollars from this woman who had a mental problem. So I never understood Poon. Plumbers make so much money, Andy Cruz. So why would he need money?
I don't know. Maybe I had a drug habit. I don't know.
I won't bring up some people, and let me tell you why. I'm going to ban this person.
Who?
Let me tell you. Ing.
Who's backstage?
Ing.
Ing?
Yeah.
What did Ing do?
Ing said that my kids were taken away from me, or I didn't have kids. Just complete horrible. Because originally, Ing and I got along. We had a private talk where I corrected his history. He's a German, even though he lives in Canada. But he said he's been on drugs. Maybe not now. So we were talking. He took offense.
Tiffany Marie.
He should have known that. You know who offered the premiership to Hitler?
Do you know Tiffany Marie?
Yeah, I like her.
Do you think she'll take a link? Here, let me drop a link for her.
I mean, she likes me. She doesn't.
You think she'll come up and say hi to me? Even though this isn't my panel.
I'd rather. I said out of respect for you, you can bring up people. Right?
Let's see if Tiffany Marie comes up.
I appreciate Andy coming up. He's going to get some people mad at him.
You know, she's my future ex-wife, right?
I just think it's more fun that we one-on-one, or me and you, because there aren't that many great guests. There's okay guests, right?
Well, there's Red Z. Red Z's a great guest. Have you ever met Red Z?
Is that I don't know. These Reds who
no,
like
come,
always
Tiffany
go
Marie,
after.
come on.
Okay, bring them up. I don't want Tiffany Marie.
You don't want Tiffany Marie here?
Is she the one that was engaged to John Galt?
No.
Oh, I think I probably like her.
That's Tiffany. That's Tiffany Mafia.
Yeah, I probably like her. Andy.
Tiffany Marie is the old school drama channel.
Been on. I think she's probably.
She used to hang out with Makeup Mobster and Laura.
It's nearly 2 hours. I don't care about. Look, I don't follow. See, when you go off on people, and you should, on people you like, I never watch. I'm not interested. You are. You probably go more places than I do.
Get Tiffany Marie up. I'm trying to get a movie going with her.
No one's
watch a movie together.
What movie?
We're gonna watch a movie together. I already have the movie I want to watch with her. It's called Ready or Not Part 2. Oh, maybe we can watch Scary Movie Part 2.
I want to take my neighbors across the street. There's supposed to be a good movie about Ulysses.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that in IMAX.
Okay, TM.
My daddy used to tell me the story of Ulysses. You know that story?
I need to join your Discord, Tiffany Marie.
Okay, can you talk to me, motherfucker?
I am talking. Are you
No,
getting
you don't
jealous?
talk to somebody. I'm not
Are
jealous. I
I'm
get
talking
bored.
to a beautiful woman. Come on,
Well,
compared to
have her
talking to
come
a
up then.
guy.
Have her come up.
Can you
Yeah,
talk to a
don't
beautiful woman?
beautiful weather. You say everybody's beautiful, don't you?
She is beautiful. Oh my gosh,
I
she
don't
got
know that.
long.
I don't know. I don't
Everybody
take that.
knows what'll suck around for long black hair. Even though
I
my
was
Sue has
gonna.
red
Can I
hair
say
and she's
something
very
against?
beautiful, I
I,
I, I appreciate
do you
women
like
with
women in
long black hair.
diapers? Do you like women in diapers?
No,
Trying to be,
Sam,
yeah, be nice. Okay, I didn't say a name. See, I
Sam.
take so much junk, dude. I'm being nice to you,
Look,
but
Smoky P said she's smoking hot. Yes.
they here's the thing that some people oh, look at me, I'm so beautiful, but most of the people say they're beautiful are other elderly white women. Just when men start saying that, like with May's obviously very attractive,
If I
right?
ever do watch a movie with Tiffany Marie, I'm gonna be so bashful. I'm gonna be so shy. I don't even know
Okay,
what I'll tell her.
can you go to Andy's? I don't want to talk about
She
somebody I
is in
don't
my
know.
channel. What do you mean go to Andy's?
Well, you're on with me.
I
Don't waste
know.
time. Let's wrap it up with Revv. How's that? All right.
Are you getting jelly?
No, I spent too long here. You probably make fun of me. I'm over
You know,
2
I'm
hours.
so proud of Tiffany Marie. She's going after that queen bee lady.
Let's wrap up Revv. So
Little Revis.
this is an old story, but probably a lot of new people. Maybe it's an interesting story, but the interest is you have to realize we're talking about Revv, and who's the other one, Nikki. That this is their pattern. That at first they did it on Shaw, and it was interesting, right? They did it a second time, and it was still good. They did it a third time, and by the fourth time, it seemed there's something not real, or why do they do this? But they repeat it. So I like Nikki, but she seems not to come to grips with this guy, because the obvious question is change your phone number. Or even back years ago when I and other people said, get that restraining order, she did not do it. So don't believe either one of them. Revv has been a liar from way back, and he's turned worse. But how would you feel, Andy Cruz, if you had no touching, good loving, even hugging for a decade? That this little
I'd lose
Revv,
my mind.
because
I'd have to at least hug a girl and just
yeah,
smell her.
seriously, it's against. We have to restrain our human sexuality, obviously,
I like to
but
smell good. You know, in the
we
morning,
get it in legal ways.
in the morning I
I was
shower.
gonna
Do
tell.
you shower with Old Spice?
I want to. No, but my grandfather. It's a deodorant or something.
No, they
So
sell a really
cologne.
good
What is
shower.
that,
They sell a
cologne?
really good shower.
I
So I use these white rags, the washcloths, and I
uh,
fill it up with that blue gunk from Old Spice, and I give my body a good shakedown, and get in there between my thighs.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna mention you brought up smell. So
yeah.
I'm cousin is gone. My wife's working, but with two women, with the addition of this beautiful woman, the smell in the house is kind of different in certain parts of the house. It's nice. It's like flowers or something. But
I ran
I
out of Dr.
smell,
Squatch.
but some of it is the real female smell, which is kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
nice. You know what I
You
mean?
know,
Not something gross,
yeah.
just a
No,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
of female.
Of
You know
course,
what I
female
mean?
smell, just like men smell.
I don't like that part.
Yeah,
I need to take showers.
yeah.
But going back to the shower, I keep saying the same thing, that I have a different sense, that it's an aesthetic sense. I don't mean to be a snob. I just grew up with an art. So for me, those experiences that you make fun of as maybe I'm gay,
Hey, PJ.
there was no sexuality to it, is what I'm saying. So I wish you would change your view. Because this is what they talk about, because there's something interesting within them. It could be homoerotic. Why do you guys keep bringing up the shower? Serious. Bring it up a couple times. It's unusual, but that's what you bring it up a lot, right? You brought it up today.
You brought it up.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wow. Why do I keep bringing it up?
I don't, maybe you enjoy taking showers with men.
But aesthetically, because of beauty, I appreciate
I'm
beauty.
curious. When you took the showers with men, did you fondle their privates?
No.
But did
Well,
you
what
like
do you mean
scrub
you
their? Did you
wonder?
scrub their
I've
back?
answered that question. It was
You scrub their
aesthetic.
back?
No. I did care for my grandfather at one point.
Yeah, I've
But I'm
done that.
proud of that.
When my dad was
Yeah.
sick, yeah, I did have to wash
Yeah, I
him.
gave you credit. This is how scummy. I've said all this stuff before. That this shows how people, and I've gone after Andy, but with the truth. But his father, Andy, took his father out to lunch, and people twisted that. What's wrong with that's a good thing. That is a great relate. I wish I had a better relationship with my father.
You
So
know who
what I'm
took me out to
saying is,
lunch this week? You know who took me out to lunch
who
twice?
took you out?
My
Who?
dad.
That's great.
Yeah, he's got money now that
Yeah, I don't
now
get
that
jealous.
he's got money now that his wife left him.
But he was entitled to it. Like I tell my wife, everything I have,
Hey
half is
Daria,
yours.
slam bucket Daria in the chat.
We like Daria, right?
Yeah, she slam bucket Daria.
She said I have the best cadence, but most of all, she's independent. And I thought you were going to stream more. I watched her. Daria's a good streamer, huh?
She is. She's great. I love
Good
Daria
person. I
very
like
much.
independent people. You have some independent people, right?
Yeah. You know, she used to be a stripper.
No, but did you know that Exile's wife was?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't she goes on too much, and I call her out.
Did you know Lara Perplex was a stripper?
No, I don't know much about
Yeah,
Laura.
yeah, she wasn't. I don't think so. I think she lied.
It's not you don't want your sister to do that. But I saw a video put out by Exile's wife. She's proud of her body. And I'm kind of like that. I still like to show off my body. And that's why I kind of got into bodybuilding. I did. And like a lot of other people, I posed for artists. I kind of posed for this sitcom writer, Murray. So, but it's not illegal. There's a real creep, not a pervert. Nothing like that. Just I was proud, like at Venice Beach, They have a open gym on the beach. Schwarzenegger used to work out there. I know that. I used to go there with Jenny, Santa Monica Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Venice and lift weights there?
Yeah.
I used to walk my dog there years ago.
I was thinking there's Will something beach we used to go to a little north of Santa Monica. It's all along that coast. And you go far enough and you're going to hit Malibu. Where this guy I worked for used to have a house, the Colony. And if you live in California, there's a whole stretch of cool beaches. But you can end up at Malibu, and that's kind of north. And you keep going, I guess you end up in Ventura. You know Oxnard, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. That group of, there's a group of Mexican Americans, or even, they come from, I think, Sinaloa. But they all it's kind of interesting. They all kind of group together, much like other ethnic types.
Yeah.
So Oxnard is really nice, but it got that, I've been there a couple of times, and there's a shoe on the telephone thing.
Hey, Sam, they're curious in my chat. Have you ever tried to bodybuild?
I did bodybuild. I know a lot about bodybuilding. I started in high school. Of course, ask me.
Well, how many inches were your arms?
Oh, I never got into it to that extent. I just got into it in high school. I didn't do the steroids. I can't put on a lot of
steroids.
No, I didn't. They wanted me to. There were buds in the locker room because they knew you especially your arms bulk up really quick, and you look pretty good real quick. Legs I didn't like. But I can't have a lot of mass because I'm kind of thin. So I could never aspire. My wife, she did it with me at my first wife. And the promoters wanted, because years ago, 15 years, women don't have the draw of men. So the real women who bodybuild look kind of yucky, don't they?
Some
They
do,
look kind of
some don't.
masculine.
I mean, if they body build to just get toned,
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
I mean the
But
ones
when
that
they
take the
body
drugs.
build like China from WWE, that
Oh.
it's not sexy at all.
China, she died. China.
Yeah.
How far
Yeah,
back
but
do you
I'm
go?
just saying, if you get to that level, it's not sexy.
Yeah. Oh, they all those people, just about all of them have to take steroids.
Yeah.
And if you're going to compete, forget about it. But the WWE, they're a private organization, so it's really real bodybuilding. Never really took off till Schwarzenegger pumping iron.
Well, yeah, Schwarzenegger perfected the art of evading steroid.
No, he took steroids.
Yeah, no, but he perfected the
Evading. Yeah.
the evading part of it.
Yeah.
Like he knew how to get away with it.
Yeah, he did. But they all took it for Regno. It was the Wexler brothers or something. I used to buy their magazine out of Woodland Hills. You know, Muscle and Fitness. The brothers brought Schwarzenegger over, paid him $50 a month because I read his autobiography. He was a big deal in Europe, but they don't make much money. So Schwarzenegger came over here, and you think he made money in film. He actually, read his autobiography, he invested in Santa Monica real estate, and that's how he became really wealthy, through real estate. He's a smart guy, good businessman. He took drugs, and they say, here's gossip, that he did some gay movies because in early porn, that's where the money was.
No,
And a lot of the
yeah.
bodybuilders probably, I went to one gym, and this is one gym in Hollywood.
Gold's Gym? Was it Gold's Gym?
Yeah, it might have been Gold, but because I've been at Gold's and but they were all gay. I have nothing. I fight for rights of gays, but it was weird because they were all gay men.
Really?
You don't know that?
No, I've never been to a gym in my life.
So you have to be careful.
Well, I've been to the new gyms. I went to the new gym. I just felt like everybody was watching me. I'm very insecure.
But you want to be watched. I love to be watched. I was watched a lot because I was really
I don't want them to see my flabby tits go up and down when I run on the treadmill.
Then work out. You can work out at home or something. You go to the gym to show yourself. I thought everybody did that. You didn't. Really? The sport is the ultimate narcissism. You have mirrors. You're looking at your body. That's your art. That's the good waves. Your body is your art. That's kind of, and when you're young, that's why I went into it to get the puss. Andy loved that word, right?
Mm-hmm. I
right?
Think Red Sox loves that word, puss.
It's just a fun. Don't you get tired of saying pussy or cunt? I mean, snatch to me is too.
Why don't you say it in Spanish? Say it in Spanish.
I only know a couple of words in Spanish. I don't know much.
Panocha. You never heard of that one?
Probably.
Panocha.
I should be. I lived in Spain, but I'm not that good with language. Or I never cared enough.
Besame mucho.
My wife comes out with all these words because she works with, there's a lot of Mexican-American nurses and stuff. Mijo. I think that's like son, right? She calls her friends Mija. There's a lot of cool things about Latino culture that they love life, family. And that's why, seriously, I never liked Avatar, because I know as a group, they work harder than most people, especially if you're Protestant. Because if you're Protestant, work is holy, not if you're Catholic. The pleasure is pretty cool. I don't know that much about Protestants, but I've been with a lot of Protestants.
I'm getting messages to unblocking.
Okay, no, here's the deal. If you're going to make up things about my kids, never, ever, ever. See, Andy's nicer. No, I won't. I won't let up Revv. I let up Nikki.
What if he apologizes? What if Ian apologizes?
Okay, seriously, not my kids.
Yeah.
What if they said it about your father? No.
No, I understand.
He's a meth head who lied about me. So no.
Who?
And here's the second thing. He's not that good on air. If he was
He?
Jimmer, I'd let him up. Yeah, I don't like him on air. I think he's very second tier. No, I know these people. Look, this guy got kicked out of RDA. Do you know how hard that is because there's slime? He got
Not
kicked
really.
out.
It's really
Not
easy to
really?
get kicked out of RDA. All you got to do is go against one of the main ones, and that's easy. You're out.
Yeah, I get. Well,
Yeah.
but I did 3 shows with them. They never kicked me out. They say they did.
Yeah, but you were a superstar.
It was. Yeah, it was not. Nobody called people pedos. Didn't go after when I started. We had sex workers and we spent time, but that's a long time ago, sir. Andy, when was the first time I became aware of you? Jimmer, maybe? Were you aligned with
I think it was more when I think it was after you came around with Lemonade and everybody.
Oh, really?
Oh, I remember. You sent me a message in Discord, and you were telling me to come up on panel and shut my mouth. And you thought I was Andy Violin.
Oh my God, Andy Violin was used to go on Don Aina's show.
Yeah, that was years ago.
I used to fight with him. What a good memory! Because you had the name. He had the name.
That was the first time you were like slime bucket. Say it to my face. I'm on panel. You come on. I was just like, who are you?
Yeah.
And you're like, this is Sam Hill. I'm like, are you talking about Andy Violin? And you're like,
yeah, I thought you were. I did.
Well, if you want to come up on my panel, I think you knew who I was, but that was your way of getting my attention.
No, I'm sincere. I confused. Like Sin, I thought was Sin. Don't you get confused when these names are like? But Andy's. Let's cut this off and for you got to go and. I really don't like. I feel like I get off and there went the whole day. I got some nice things to do.
I did too. I want to go eat.
Okay, let's finish. Well, you're just here because you're nice. So and I think you observed an etiquette where I went on your. I'm pretty good on your stream, right?
Is Tiffany Marie? Wait. Is Tiffany Marie still here?
No, nobody. I'd let you know. Nobody's backstage.
No, I'm saying in chat.
Oh,
she was typing in my chat right now.
Oh, the chat.
We're supposed to watch a movie together.
Let me acknowledge Miss Mama. She's great, right?
I don't know her.
She's a friend of May.
Yeah, but that's why I don't know her.
But okay, Andy, you did get along with May in the beginning, didn't you?
For a little bit.
Well, what changed?
Do we have to go through this again?
No. We don't have to. Are you,
you know
bring
what?
up that you asked to have an orgy with?
I have said that she's dropping the ball on all this morbid drama going on. If she would just come back and do morbid drama,
I want to talk about morbid.
She would have 200 to 500 people in her chat. They're just itching. They're itching to drag them.
In 2 weeks. Here's the thing about morbid: that most of us who follow him know who he is. He's not a nice person. So what's the discussion? We know he doxes. He shouldn't bring up kids. There's a past. And if you want to get really mad at him, he has no real life. He's good online, but then he has to fear somebody taking it down. But he's really talented. And that's why he has 500 because he cares. He puts a lot into it. But if he wasn't good on stream, he won't have 500 live views. But we all know he's not a nice person. And if you follow him, you like the people he talks about. But in terms of wishing him harm, he's got a terrible life away from online, right? He'd have to be. His father used to make him. He had a Korean father. He used to make him kneel on rice. He said his my father, would be loud and stuff, but he said his father beat his mother. So what I'm saying is, this is not a mentally sound guy, and most of us know that. And he'll get this is his life. And does he have if he has girlfriends, it's probably through online. He can't maintain it. He's got psychological problems, or he wouldn't. He takes a Klonopin, or he would recognize he should stay away from kids. His reality testing is poor, but he's good on air, and that's why I was in his chat. But when he brought up this 12-year-old, we had an up in chat, and we called him out. See, you don't involve kids. And too many of the people, like this one person you like, I criticized her because she talked about the custody of GLM. That's not appropriate, I think. It's too personal. And so I criticized, I won't say the name out of respect for you. So I criticized, I said, that's too far. And then the next thing, she said, I abandoned my children. So I did not, and that hurt. And don't bring up kids. Even now, that's why I got mad at Mike, because he brought up the parent. Don't bring up kids. Andy's pretty good on that. Andy is a decent person, and that maybe you made a couple of mistakes. But no, you don't. I don't think you go low. I think you said one bad thing about me, and I corrected it. You called me an anti-Semite, and anybody who follows
anti-Semite.
Oh, so you deny it. Maybe
I just said that you made fun of Sue's Jewish nose.
I never.
Yes, you did.
I thought, first of all, isn't she a Christian?
No,
so I saw her with a cross or something.
She's a Masonic Jew.
How am I supposed to know that?
Everybody knows.
I know what a Jew is. What's a Masonic? How's a Masonic Jew? Everybody does it. How many of you know what I don't know what I've been around
Jewish.
Masonic.
They're Jewish by birth, but believe in Jesus Christ.
I just got it. I thought, isn't that like a Jew for Jesus? That's
Masonic Jew.
But most of us know Jew for Jesus. Masonic.
By the way, she just sent me a picture of her legs. She's on vacation right now.
So
we're actually planning a vacation.
You said one
together.
remark that you're not anti-Semitic, but you talked about a Jewish nose. There's no such thing as a Jewish nose, except Nazis use that term. That's an anti-Semitic. There's no Jewish nose.
There is a thing as a Jewish nose.
There's a racist stereotype.
No, it's not a racist stereotype.
There's no medical Jewish nose.
Yes, it's got the hook.
No.
Haven't you ever seen that clip where Gene Simmons, when he was very, very young, comes out and there was a comedian and he sits for the interview.
He's an Israeli born, I think.
Yes, and then he has all this makeup on, right? And the girl,
okay, you don't get my point.
And then he tells her, wouldn't it be funny if I was a nice Jewish boy underneath these clothes? And
Jewish boy is different.
Then she tells him, you can't hide the hooks,
Okay,
talking about his nose.
Listen, I was watching The Equalizer, Denzel Washington, and it was beautiful. And I've been to Italy, but it showed a lot of the Italians walking around, and they have that shaped nose.
Yes, they do too. Yes, they do too.
One ethnic. There's a lot of
they do have a big nose too.
No, a lot of them
Italians
don't.
Do.
A lot of them. Okay. It was used by the Nazis. I would suggest you keep away from that. There's no such thing as a Jewish nose, except a Nazi stereotype. You're not anti-Semitic, so why would you say that?
Gina in my chat said, Gene Simmons is a fine New York Jew.
There's nothing wrong with New York Jew, because there's Jewish people in New York. But when you say Jewish nose, that's an anti-Semitic Nazis use. There's hooked noses in a lot of populations. It's not, you can't describe it as a type of one religious group. That's anti-Semitic.
Okay, so what do you call a group of guys that are bald and then they hit the
bald like Wazi Doggy?
No, like completely bald, and they wear these yellow rags.
I don't know.
Around. They call the Hare Krishnas, right?
Oh yeah, Hare Krishna.
That's their identity, right? They're bald.
Yeah. I've seen Hare Krishnas, but they're not. People say the nose like is ethnic or physical Hare Krishnas, they just dress up kind of like.
Neville's yelling
Maybe
at
we
you.
should get away from this
I
topic.
can't with
But we
this.
have to be
No,
careful
does
with
not
words. I
define my
call out.
heritage.
What about? Are you going to call out Vids for the obvious gay bashing and Terry?
I didn't even.
I'm being
I want
real.
to be honest with you. I didn't hear them do it. I haven't been
You
listening.
don't take my word for it.
No, I do. But I've heard people say that they said some stuff, but I heard that they were both calling each other that.
Here's somebody in chat I've kind of gotten to like. That I used to make fun of. Whoosh is actually kind of a nice guy.
Nevada, don't get angry. It's just jokes.
He's your friend. Whoosh.
I think Nevada got mad.
The view changes, and Whoosh has done some good stuff. He came on and he fought AOC.
Revv, we haven't been talking about you for the last hour, bro. Quit it. See how Revv just comes in here and makes it
He's
about
banned.
himself. He must have came back in a different.
Well, should I ask Becky Boo to ban him?
Here, no, bring him up. Here, let me drop.
Oh, he came in through you.
I'll drop a link. We weren't even talking about you.
We're at nearly 2.5 hours. The old days. Look, it's like if you like talking to people, there's interesting people. It's better. When my wife was away, she sometimes has double shifts. I would go 12 hours. Revv is an interesting story. By the way, I do like Wish. That he got worse. It's like somebody talked about most people here get worse, don't they, Andy? Because you go through a lot of suffering. If you don't
know who's the only one that I know that went from good to really, really bad?
Who?
B-Docs.
What
that kid
Andy and I'm not like Andy's like me. We're all somehow connected knowing these people. So I promoted B-Docs, not because here's the thing, Andy Cruz, that I've said over and over. You don't know a person until they get mad. So of course it's like dating. You show the first date, you show your best self, right? But over time, people like me ask questions. And B-Socks first came up and said, I just want to people to see my smile. That's all I want. No, he didn't. Here is truly a good person. And I'm kind of proud to have the guy up.
Hey, I wonder if Tiffany, I hope Sue's not around.
Here is Russell.
I'm flirting with Tiffany Marie. Russell, hello, my man.
I'm glad you and Andy have made peace, Sam.
I never wanted. I was going to go hard. He wanted war.
I'm a fan of both of you as streamers.
I don't want you going hard on me.
I don't go hard on you.
I'm talking about going hard and coming at all these people.
No, I went hard. If you're going to be a streamer, like you got to respond, or you're a punk. And Poon Handler didn't like the punks either.
I miss him a lot, Sam. I was really upset when I found out he died.
You know what? I need a message his ex. I just really remembered.
The truth is, he started off really strong, a lot of good views, and I think he crossed the Rubicon when he wished that horrible thing on JK. I think people can go too far, Andy, and I think he did.
Yeah, but
and if you want numbers, he lost most of the people. Because his life
that was his choice.
But what an interesting
he could have been one of the great ones.
Circumstances happen, like physically his foot. So we go through life thinking, well, sometimes we're so secure. Life happens. And he got the hole in his foot.
I was just looking at my Snapchat. No, not my Snapchat. My Cash App. And one of the last people to give me money was Poon. I guess he must have been working a lot.
Oh,
and I was just playing around. And I said, Poon, hit my Cash App. And he actually did. He sent me $15. And I was like, Poon, what the hell? And he's like, I got money right now. Don't worry about it, right?
Wow.
But I just really noticed that on the little memo where you can write whatever, he wrote, I have a big dick.
So other people have said that he's very adolescent. Because when you're
he was very fond of himself, Sam. He had a lot of self-confidence.
Do you think that was?
To always admire.
I think
They say that can be, but I think he actually was fond of himself too.
he had a
Which
memory.
I used to want to tell him though, which I don't know if this is. I'll just say it. But when he had a girlfriend and she would be watching his stream, I used to want to tell him, quit talking about all the women you used to bang back in the day.
Yeah.
Or how big your dick is and stuff. They don't want you telling everyone that shit.
I don't think he actually met, in my opinion. He would say he met people. I don't think, like, he had this really nice lady, all good things to say. She called him a liar, but in 4 years, you guys, he saw her, he said 4 times, once a year. How's that a girlfriend? So I think
a lot of people I think a lot of people prefer the long distance.
Really?
I can remember.
What about sex?
Well, yeah, but have you ever had a relationship not work out because you spent way too much time together and got to know each other too quick, and then it just seemed like
an interesting. I told the story of my annulment wife when it turned out that she made up her. She said she was pregnant. When I found out, I gave her a month to leave. And I couldn't, it got really bad having to live around her after that point.
Hey, you guys, my food's ready. I got to eat. I'll be in chat.
But thanks for coming up, Andy.
Thank you, guys.
I really should get off by then.
I was hoping Revv would come up. Take it easy, Andy.
Banned. I don't want Revv.
Why were you talking? Michigan golf? Thank you.
Because people were talking about Revv because there's not much going on. There's going on in other kinds of places. But he was my co-host. Nikki, I liked. So this subject came up. I can give you the real firsthand experience that Nikki and him never had physicality. It's dysfunctional, and most of all, it's not new. This pattern that people said Nikki going after Revv has been going on for years. There's something dysfunctional that each person gets. But if I had to decide, I think Revv is a master manipulator of her because she's kind of normal. So you take a really horrible human being, if you call him that, like Revv, I think he fucked her up and he should leave her alone. And he won't. No, it's not that I liked our on-air together, but I was telling a story.
Excuse me, Sam. So you blaming it all on him? Don't you think they probably both?
The story and ask me. So no, I don't blame it 100%. So Revv was saying we're off air, be totally honest, and it's just you and me. And the whole time he was putting out the conversation on his channel. He's been a scumbag and a horrible person, and he hurts everybody Revv is connected to, a little bit like Poon. The truth about Poon is, I'm going to say the truth, that he's the type that hurt everybody cared about him. And my theory is he's bipolar because he said he was. So he had a good side, but most of these people...
Poon admitted that he was bipolar 1, I think he said.
More than admitted it. I never I never gave up confidentiality. He told me, he said, don't say anything, that he was fighting for custody. I never did, but guess who gave it up? He went on air a week later. He couldn't keep secrets, even though I did. And I still won't say some things. But the truth is, on air, he fell apart. I thought he was decompressing because I went in there for fun. He wasn't popular at the end, but I went in my usual provoking, right? And he took great offense and he started talking about my kids. So it wasn't a good ending. And probably because it wasn't a good, I don't miss him. You do. He wasn't that good on there.
I gotta agree with Arbor Fan. This has been, I think this has been 20 years ago, Arbor Fan. I got along great online and on the telephone with this lovely gal, but when we met in person, it was like, ugh, just
Beautiful.
not. We couldn't find a way to get along with each other unless we was laying up in bed together, as they say. So yeah, that's hard.
Karina, if there's an agreement that Poon and I had, You're not allowed to break confidentiality of your word, and he would do that. He would do that really bad. So you're not, yeah, if you agree it's a secret, but one, you break the agreement. So you're wrong, Karina.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sammy's fucking dead. It's not enough of an apology for everyone. The fucking guy died. Still gonna be mad at him about shit?
I'm not. Yeah, because I'm a human being, and when he brought up my kids and stuff, what about you, Russell?
Yeah, but
Cook?
see,
What
Sam,
about
no one.
RDA? No, let me take your point.
No,
You said
but
give it up.
come
What
on,
about you
dude.
and
No,
RDA?
well, none
I'm
of them
not
have
going after,
died yet, have
dude.
they? I would call it. I would.
There's
just feel like,
lessons
well,
to be
fuck.
learned.
One of them
No,
died. That sucks.
there's lessons to be learned from that. One is that I learned that pride was not the most important thing, even though I'm vain.
I don't
You
think
know what I
so
mean?
either. I would disagree
Yeah,
with you, Poon, wherever you are
but
on
he
that.
never did. So I'm saying I want to understand this person.
But don't you
He
think if you're
certainly
doing
talked about me.
a stream, a lot of the guys that stream want to portray themselves as the alpha Chad,
Who are the
greatest male
people?
that
There's
ever lived?
Andy.
Well, I mean, like
Who are the
there's
people that
Ethan
follow that?
Ralph, there's
Oh, the
Mersh,
big guys. I don't
Karmic,
follow them.
yeah, the
I don't.
Dabbleverse and the Sector
I don't know
people.
those people. I don't like in a small stream. You're real. You can have force. So I follow Joe Rogan sometimes on a guest. He's huge.
Yeah, but how many times is Joe Rogan? I mean, he always acts pretty alpha, doesn't he? Don't you think he
Yeah,
comes off as an alpha kind of
absolutely.
guy?
Yeah,
Isn't that what you want to do if you're trying to
no.
do a stream for entertainment's sake?
That's
like how many people get big talking about all their emotional breakdowns?
Well, we can look at Jimmer. Jimmer got
the women.
500 to me is pretty good. Jimmer got big, and
but he's talking about Gypsy Rose. I almost said Gypsy Rose Lee. There's an old one
but
for
that's
you,
why
folks.
I don't follow him.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
A lot of
Isn't he
people
doing
like
true
that.
crime?
Lemonade used to do. A lot of people like that, right? Most of are women, by the way, right?
Don't you think a lot of women were like, how could someone as handsome as Chris Watts kill his whole family? I don't think he's guilty.
I think that's
I
a
think
question
that was
for anyone. It goes beyond nature to kill your own kin, right?
Remember Richard Ramirez and Ted Bundy had groupies, females that would attend the trials.
They were interesting in that.
Yeah,
they could get.
I'm not accusing Lyman of anything like that, but I do think that that a lot of the Chris Watts he didn't look crazy as fuck or anything like that. But most serial killers are just normal looking dudes until you know what they've done.
A lot of these guys can get women, but I guess it's the pathology with women they want.
Yeah, they're sexual sadists. They can't have like normal sex. Even bondage and stuff isn't extreme enough for them.
What's more extreme than bondage?
Choking a woman to death, dismembering her, R-wording her, all that stuff. Yeah, that's an extreme right there, the Black Dahlia.
It's about balance. Look, we used to call it scenes. I used to, with Zara, she tied me up a little bit. I tied her up. We did some things. And you figure out if you like it or not. But you don't go.
But you weren't sexually aroused by her being terrified of you.
No, I don't like
and
that.
Begging for her life. But that's unfortunately the more you learn about serial killers, they are scumbags, man. Slime buckets.
What a surprise! They mutilate and kill people, and you call them scumbags. What a surprise! Some are in authority. Remember that guy was an ordinance.
A lot of them have the desire. You'll find out that they served in the military. They wanted to be police officers and stuff like that.
Some of them were. Yeah.
Like Kenneth Bianchi, one of the Hillside Stranglers. That was his thing. Is he wanted to be a law enforcement.
He killed people with his cousin or something, right? He did it with a relative. No, I don't know. I don't think we can really understand. Right? If you're normal, how do you understand abnormal? You can be theoretical.
Well, I'm pretty abnormal, but I don't take pleasure out of causing other people pain.
How are you abnormal?
In many ways.
You have a temper, so what? I had a temper. But a lot of people.
I don't know. I'm usually just rocking and rolling in my own little world most of the time. When I'm my happiest, I'm not thinking about myself.
I wish my wife had more. My wife wants to prolong the so what Russell does. He tells you he wants you unalive, and then in like 10 minutes he's perfectly fine.
I have to apologize for being such a douchebag.
No, you get over it, Russell. I prefer, because my wife, there's a Tampa word for it, that they have these horrible cultural gains where they they're cold to you for overnight.
Yes, they shun you because of your
yeah. But they don't really. I mean, legally, like they'll be with you, like you'll be in bed with them, and you will go to cuddle, and they'll be like ice. It's terrible. I'd rather her be like you and just wish me breaking.
And I think it really pisses them off when you don't realize or don't remember what they're mad about you for. You're like, I didn't think I did anything.
This is, it's not I'm thinking of many women would play cold because it works, right? Drives. I don't know.
Into a transformer. I like, who was Shockwave the Walkman? I'm trying to remember. I never saw the movies. I just remember the toys and the cartoons from when I was a child.
And some women, like Zara, used to use her body to manipulate against me. Because some relationships when I was younger, like with Zara, sex was such a big deal. So it became powerful.
When you're younger, that's like the main thing in life.
Oh man. That's why I just want to talk about life. And when I was a kid, my parents didn't tell me, like, I'm kind of embarrassed to mention this. So I'll mention it, right? I mean,
all right.
I didn't know about wet dreams. I mean, so it happened and I was embarrassed. Maybe somebody mentioned it. I
remember having one when I was around 11 years old. It was about my math teacher.
But you didn't know about it, right?
No, but I think we were in health class. Like we would do health and then PE like every other day or whatever. And I think they mentioned all that stuff, like when going through puberty and having acne and wet dreams and stuff.
No, it's just generational, ethnically. I had one girlfriend, actually it was Jenny, who she had her period and didn't know anything about it. She thought she was bleeding. Sounds like a movie,
like Carrie. Remember in that movie Carrie?
That happened to Carrie.
Happened to her. Yeah.
That Stephen King book. It was a bloody movie. it was a huge movie maniac.
Sissy Spacek, great actress. I always liked her a lot.
Super. That was the one movie people remember when she was psychotic. Blood, like she went to the prom and some bad guys took a tub of blood, pig blood, and
pig blood. Yeah.
All over poor Carrie, and she had
telekinesis, right? She could think.
Yeah, I used to like when I was a kid. I liked those. That was a Stephen King novel.
Was it Brian De Palma that did the film?
Sounds right. It's a Brian De Palma sounding kind of movie. But I don't like to scare people, but I go on rides too that scare you. So it's kind of controlled scariness because it's really scary, knock wood. I mean, bad things have happened to me, but imagine being a woman. And this just came up because I follow politics, that this guy who got through a primary in Maine, and
I can't remember his name,
got accused of grape. So this is a big story. So I feel bad.
Was he the same guy that had the Nazi tattoo or something like that? Okay,
yeah.
And it's very liberal, isn't
it? The Democrats bought his. I'm not like that, he said. I went through. I'm a better guy. It's sad, but Republicans have to be careful because Trump is a convicted sexual abuse kind of felon guy. So Trump is. Both those parties, scum on them, right, Russell? Scum on both.
I think they're all scum. Both sides.
Democrats and Republicans can have really scummy So being
they're only in it for the money and the power.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
that at
any of
all.
them
No, you got it wrong.
really
They're
care.
not
I
in
see.
it
I don't
for the
think any
money.
of them totally care. Like if they weren't making a lot of money and held a lot of power, I don't think they'd care about people at all.
No, there's still I don't approve of Bernie Sanders' politics, but he seems sincere. You know what I mean? Some people seem to believe, but most people, they go through a process like YouTube, but worse, corruptive. Like you gotta bend the knee, and I might have to do that. That's good, because my goal, and call it a dream, is to be a congressperson, and I could go back home where I was born, and my odds go way up. So I don't know. I'm really going to try that. 2.5 years. I'm getting elected. So why not? Because I can speak. I'm not going to be corrupted by money. I have enough. Really, Russell. And I can give a good speech. And I know people in my neighborhood. I've been here a while. And some people like me. It's not like YouTube. Most people like me where I live. So it's a process, and probably it wears you down. So term limits seem like kind of a good idea. But there's one 84-year-old senator from Kentucky, McDonald. I think that's his name. He's been in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, Mitch McConnell. People think he's already died, and they just
But
haven't announced
some
it
people,
yet.
they're asked, they say, like on the internet or TV, don't you think the senator owes the public a reason why he's in the hospital?
I thought he did. I thought he,
of course he does.
a day or two ago, was
3 weeks.
filmed being alive.
He used to be the majority leader in the Senate. This is
How long
not
has he been a senator for? Like 30, 40, 50 years?
Is he 84 or something? He used to have these seizures, and it's like Biden. So it's a protective racket. It's like Epstein. That those of us in the public, we know we're not fooled, right? Epstein, we know, but we only basically have the election to make our influence, because the elites, the politicians, protect themselves. But something has happened in that there's a new kind of Democrat called Democrat socialists, who are socialists. They're not communists, but they're getting elected because all of us, we don't want the same old. And these Democrats, socialists, talk about welfare and kind of liberal things, because we don't want this McConnell's, right? Some of the politicians seem good, but they're protected. And in democracy, the people are supposed to have an effect. Well, it's got to be our elections. So I think, to me, yeah, I supported Trump, but you got to see the writing on the wall of his bad character. And what's up with this war in Iran and putting his loyalists in? And it just turned out he made over $2 billion to his family.
Well, yeah, it's all that kind of stuff. They always do that shit, whether you find out about it.
Well, what you got to do
years later or not.
You got to have someone like me.
Someone else should come up on panel. I think we're talking about boner kill, or no, we're drying up vaginas.
I don't care. I don't care.
All right.
I don't want to come up. Talk to me a little bit longer. I should acknowledge chat, but a lot of these people are coming from Andy. I thought I like Andy. I don't want to go to war with him, but the deal is, if you go to war with me, I'm going to come back hard. I'm not a punk ass bitch, but I'm going to go with the truth. And when somebody smears me, I call it out. And sometimes Andy doesn't believe he said that. So, okay, I don't even care that much, right? I just want to have fun with Andy. And I went on there, and it's hard because his chat is full of haters. But I think he's a decent guy. But of course, if he goes after me, I'm going to accent the things that make him uncomfortable. Now that we get along, I can concentrate on. He loves his family. He's really good at narrative. He knows, and he's popular. He could be more popular, but I don't know if he wants to go hustle. Poon Handler did. As a streamer, he didn't complain. He went on different streams and he built up his channel. Not a lot of people can do that because you got to have the personality. And Andy's got the personality. I do, though I'm more abrasive. Russell does. But I don't think Russell wants to be a lead because you had your own shows. You were.
Yeah, I don't really think I'm good enough as a streamer to be the main person doing it.
Yeah, you're not.
I would not talk a lot, just like certain things I just don't have any opinions on and stuff.
I don't know. You're too like most people. I mean, you only got to temper it. That's about it, I think. You do like crime, but a lot of people like crime. But I don't know. You seem like a nice person to talk to. You seem like a nice person. And I've known you for a long. You only done a couple things that I would disagree with. You have more than a couple about me. But it's like Andy. Russell could continue saying horrible things about me. And he'd be more popular. But he is pretty popular. You seem balanced. This isn't your life, right?
No, I don't think I'd be a good streamer because I mean you have to spend a lot of money on gear and stuff that I wouldn't want to spend on it. And yeah, you have to I think the most popular stuff to stream about is any kind of feuds.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like Battle of the Sexes where a couple is just broken up or something like that.
Well-known people.
Yeah.
We're really just dudes. And the people who got rid of the talented dudes, I think May was very talented. Are they putting on the streams? So now I really think you have a situation, 8 years. I've never seen so few people left. There's Andy, of course. There's Titanic, Beck. Lauren doesn't come up that much. There used to be more. So I'm not complaining. I need to go, right? I need to go. Yeah, thank you.
Like
very
now,
much.
Or just leave YouTube forever?
Well, I got a new computer, and it's kind of nice, but I didn't have the computer. But look at today. I like Andy. I like talking with you, and I battle other people. I'm the guy that called out the obvious gay bashing. I think Vids and Terry won't ever recover. I think they went too far. And not many people spoke up, but most people don't want that bashing against gay people. And they're not good enough to just be themselves. I really don't clout chase. But I called it out. And I got a good response because most of you...
Geneva 9000? How are you doing? You want to go over some chat?
Interesting. Is that...
Karina?
So we still
Andy
get some
Cruz.
It's good that
Shotgun Revv, everybody. Napdos.
I'll come on Andy's though. I like one-on-one. That's what I like. Right. That's just what I evolved to. Even I had a big panel the other day. I like this. Or me alone. So okay, we got to get off. What about did I talk enough about
thank
Revv?
You, Gina.
Revv doesn't have a life. Revv doesn't have a job. If you think he's nice, he's not. What's he ever done to help anyone? Tell me. Because I wanted to like Revv. Revv gave the most on air of anyone. He gave 250.
Yeah, that was the best when you guys were co-hosting show.
But you can't go home again unless there's a change. And Revv has not changed for the best. And this it's sad because Nikki deserves a life without a guy who phoned 500 times. There's issues with Nikki, but I do blame Revv. And I wish.
Sam, I have no idea what their personal life is like, and I have no desire to speculate.
Well,
but I think there's probably like a lot of getting along too that we never find out about. We just hear about the fighting and stuff
when they're on the
when
phone
it comes on YouTube.
but I think it's stopping. It gets too lethal and brutal. It's abuse. There you go. It's like that's what happened with my mother and father. Was it legal abuse? It was abusive. My father, and especially ugly. And Revv has gone very abusive. And then Nikki, who doesn't always tell the truth, she goes back hard too. But I think Revv needs to just stop because he didn't deny that he phoned her 500 times before she would answer. So that kind of behavior is beyond the pale, right? And he does dox. Revv doxed her.
Well, see, Sam, I don't know what their whole thing is like. We just hear bits and pieces of them fighting. I don't know.
Well, you can say it's a dysfunctional pattern. They each get something from it, and it's bad. It could be attention. It could be conflict. Some people are attracted to conflict for all kinds of reasons, but it's one of the most disturbing. Do you call it a relationship? But it doesn't interest me. The proof is I got rid of them after the 7th or 8th time they'd come up and go at. I didn't watch. Some say, "Oh, go watch Andy." No, but people like it, I guess. But I want. I have had enough of Revv's abuse. He gets very abusive, and people don't call it out. Maybe Becky will call it out. But he used to be a great streamer. He was. He was probably the best co-host I ever had. What happened? Well, he left. He started when he met Nikki. He started going on these bigger streams and saying the N-word. You say the N-word enough, they're going to take down your channel. And they took down one channel of Revv's and Manipulator. He got a lot of black people to think he was just fighting for them. He used to have this bullshit line, Revv. I'm going to say the N-word to take away the power. No,
but wasn't he? He was doing that before y'all ever started streaming together, right?
No. That was later. He never did that.
Okay.
Never did that until he met Nikki because I wouldn't have permitted it. That language I never permitted. He didn't do that. I remember. But he got better that I rescued him. And now he says he's responsible for Shaw. He's just a liar. All you got to say is...
I'd like to take some credit for Shaw.
Okay. Yeah, you've always been a good guest, except when you go passive-aggressive on me. He gets mad at me. I don't know. You get mad at me. You really shouldn't. I'm a good guy. I've never porned. I think Russell believes some people he probably should not. Because they keep saying it.
I've never heard about you porn bombing anyone. So.
I've never porned. How about I've never struck, dude?
Yeah, that's the main thing. I think if you're trying to get someone's channel removed, that's just not cool.
Karina, why are you a liar? I'm not. I'm talking about little rapist is Andy Cruz. You're a real scumbag. Would you admit, Karina, and you only got in because of Andy. What about, did you catfish, Karina? Did you enjoy when you were with Greiker the sadistic behavior? You're a creep, Karina, and I liked you. And our DMs were, I was fighting. I gave her a wrench because she was afraid of May, who did probably remove her. I didn't know. She seemed like a nice lady. And then I made up with May Noodles. And then I got a bunch of enemies. And most I told to go. Mike, I said something nice. Mike contributes. I wish he'd come on air. So I miss the people who made the stream better. Karina never made it better. Charlotte made it better until she hated me or whatever she is. But I fight back on her. There's no reason for her to go at me, but she does. So I go at her real life. What's her real life? Well, Raw Dog came on and told her people knew about this lady. So you group together, tell each other how beautiful you are. Why aren't you streaming? At least Allie streams. Because you just attack rather than look the decency. Okay. I need, that's all. I feel good about Andy. I even GLM. I'm not at war with GLM. but I defend Lauren too. Brutal Mafia. No, dude, you're gonna have to come on air and defend yourself, and he won't. I just figured he's bored. Right,
All right,
Rusty?
I'll be in chat, Sam. Thanks for
Okay,
having
yeah, I
me
got
up.
it. Thank you, guys. It felt good. It's patterns of behavior. Go invest yourself in Revv and Nikki. I like Nikki. What has Revv become? But a lot of people in chat, thank you. Till we meet again, maybe. My name is Sam Hill. Thanks, you guys.